Okay.
Oh, all right. We are live, and
All right, we're live.
the what does the Discord icon have a name? I don't know. He's
Yeah, it
filling for.
does. I can't think of the name of it. It's like
Can't think of it either. So here's the situation.
Clyde.
Currently, there's
It's Clyde.
a oh, that's Clyde.
Yeah.
Situation is unfolding events happening in the Richmond area right now. Timmy has been taken hostage by the SPCA.
By a dog with OCD. The OCD. The OCD, which must be a new drug. I don't know.
the OCD. Is that like the COVID?
I don't know.
I got the OCD.
The OCD. I got the LSD.
I've never heard of a dog that has OCD. Oh my god. We should have been like logging all of this. Yeah, so it was like an hour ago, James and I got a message saying I somehow ended up at the SPCA.
And it would be 7 minutes.
It would be
While
7
he's on
minutes
his way.
as soon as they let him out. So anybody that's looking to adopt a podcast host,
Timmy's locked up.
Timmy's locked up at the Richmond SPCA.
That's the only way out. What? Jalen says she'll take his place. You can set her up a mic.
He just growls at the wall and doesn't sleep. What? What kind of dog is Timmy's friend adopting here? Let me use that excuse. I was late getting to the data center because so I got fixated on the wall, just growling at it. So, yeah, to add to this situation, Timmy drove separately, but apparently he is literally locked in the SPCA because he can't open the door because only employees can open it. So he is kind of hostage, I guess. I don't know.
Except he could just knock on the door and ask to be let out, but
pull the fire alarm. I don't know.
No.
Oh man. Stick him on the door.
Get at it, boy. Get at it.
Oh my god.
This is pretty impressive, though.
I like this. Honestly, this is the kind of excuse I'd expect from you, James.
I know.
Like, this is literally like your type of thing. Timmy coming out of nowhere with yeah, I somehow got stuck at the SPCA.
Holy shit, the final paperwork is being signed now. I thought that's what we were waiting on an hour ago. I thought they had already started that.
That's a lot of damn paperwork. Hey, Steph, welcome.
Jalen, say hey. You gotta say louder than that. The live chat. Doozy Mom just said all the ladies say hey. Did you guys hear that? I don't know.
No.
It was okay. They didn't hear it. You can come over in the microphone. Just say it.
Oh, this is more than the make fun of Timmy segment of the show.
Go to live stream and say hey in the chat real quick. Just type it in the chat.
We've been making
Oh
fun
my
of
God.
Timmy for the last hour. It's the final countdown.
There we go. Yay.
Ironically, I hear a bunch of dogs barking outside.
Yeah, well, the live stream's delayed.
Oh my God, you can hear me in it.
Yeah, I know a little bit.
Every now and then.
You can hear me. I need to go to sleep.
Yeah, you do. Oh man, this is gonna be fun. We should. Oh, that's actually not a bad poll. Did you do that, or did Timmy do that?
Wait, what?
Did you change the weekly poll?
No, I didn't. So he must have.
That's funny.
All right. So everybody in the live chat, when was the last time you visited the SPCA, and did they hold you hostage?
Were you required to purchase medication and fill out an extensive paperwork load before being able to exit the premises?
See, what Timmy doesn't want to tell us is he's actually there for his rabies shot. he fell behind.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know where one is either.
You don't know where one is? I feel like there's SPCA in pretty much every big city.
Yeah, that doesn't mean we know where they are.
Well, Martinsburg isn't. Maybe Martinsburg doesn't have one. I guess that's fair. But where does Boozy Mom stay? I'm sure Martinsburg has one though.
Yeah, they probably do. I just don't know. I don't have a need to know.
Oh, it doesn't really look like the Humane Society.
Yeah. What is SPCA actually? What's that actually stand for?
Society Prevention of Cruelty to Animals.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's see. We never even growing up in Pennsylvania. We never called it an SPCA. We called it the Humane Society. I wonder. If,
Oh,
is
that
that
must be a
the same?
regional dialect. There must be a difference in your regional dialect, kind of like
That's what I'm wondering.
BBQ.
Except that nobody says BBQ.
Okay. Jalen corroborated that too. She said she's heard people call it that before.
She doesn't count. She's too closely related to you.
Oh my gosh. That's-
Anybody want to join us for a BBQ at the SPCA?
Nope, don't say SPCA. Only text that out. Only type that out. You have to say Society Against Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. I'm about to finish my entire cup of water. This huge ass cup of water that I have. I poured it all out because I thought like for the entire show, and I'm almost done with it.
I mean, we spent an entire show trying to figure out
Where
how
Timmy's
Timmy's
at.
going to get out of the SPCA.
If he isn't driving, I'm gonna be really mad right now. my god, he's still there. He's still there. No, Timmy.
He's filling out the paperwork to leave now. He had to
Jeez.
do the final paperwork of the adoption.
Are you gonna want
Not-
more time?
Now they have to get the.
Why not?
No, he's with his friend that's adopting a dog. But they drove separately. Like that's.
No, his friend is adopting a dog. He is just yeah, they drove separately. That's the whole like that's the most crucial element of the story, is that they drove separately and he's still there.
He's being held hostage.
Apparently they're standing outside with chihuahuas in their arms like
They're not letting him leave until he adopts a dog.
yeah. Take it.
Yeah, he said he's been there 3 hours, which is pretty extensive, I think.
He's been there since 5:11. He lied. He's been there 2 hours. I can track his location, his every move. Why would he leave to go to a shelter at 5:11? Is that what? My mom? The TikTok? Yeah.
So, all right. If they came in, how do you know he got the final paperwork?
Yeah.
Okay. Like whoever has the final paperwork, couldn't he have said, "Hey, can you let me out?"
Yeah, that's my question too. And he's also said that, what about the medication? What happened to that?
Maybe he has to wait. Maybe it's an injection. He has to wait till they inject him.
Like,
Rabies shot.
yeah, I guess so. Oh, he's leaving. He's moving. He's driving. Holy shit.
Okay. The satellites report Timmy is on his way.
He's on the move.
Should be 7 minutes. Start the countdown. You don't like animals.
I like how we're talking in our Discord chat and on the
I know.
stream.
I don't know what's going on anymore.
Those of you that are joining us on our YouTube stream, or if you're watching the video back, we're on Discord, so Wow, coaster team.
Oh my god. I want to get a dog.
Well, Jalen,
You're in luck.
it is Spring Slobberfest.
It is Spring Slobberfest. Look, Bob just found this. Spring Slobberfest, half off adult dog adoption fees
Where?
at the Richmond SPCA.
Adult dog.
Wow, you're ageist. he's 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 zoning in on home. That's true. Oh, he got the red light.
Play-by-play of Timmy's drive.
I mean, it's interesting. This is the
can see
content that they came here for.
Of course. I mean, can't say our show's that much better. So
I know. Who wants to hear us talk about coasters when we can do an overview of Timmy's drive home from the Richmond SPCA?
hold on,
He's
I'll be
still
right,
he's still
I'll
to
be right
stand
back.
still. Yeah. Okay.
I have returned.
Oh, he stopped at the other light now. No. Wait, he's going. I think he's caught at the intersection trying to take a left turn. Oh, he made it. We should have timed it to see if it was actually 7 minutes.
It was 7:30 when he left.
7:30.
Yeah, so it's been 5,
Are
roughly.
are we counting when he gets on, or are we counting when he gets actually parked?
I don't know. Well, I think he said it was a 7-minute drive. So I guess technically he should be on.
By 7:40.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So he's got 5 minutes. If he's not here in 5 minutes, we send him back to the SPCA.
It's purgatory.
We call animal control on him.
That's where you will stay to suffer for your crimes, for all your sins. It appears he found a parking spot. He just got home. There we go. 6 minutes, actually. Maybe not, actually. I don't think so. I lied.
Wait, they closed at 7 p.m. What the hell?
Did they?
Yeah.
He's got some answering to do.
Yeah.
Maybe since the adoption process has already begun, they...
Yeah, I guess.
All right, he's walking up the stairs. I'm
The
guessing.
moment we've all been waiting for.
Yes.
You know he's gonna get on, and his computer's gonna blue screen.
I love how she it's GP Angela always like responds like 3 days late.
know.
Come on, Timmy. Come on, Timmy.
Tired of looking at that Clyde icon. I have traumatic memories of deleting all of the damn threads that Clyde created. And Discord doesn't make it easy to delete threads either.
No.
They don't make it easy to do much. Make
Except
it easy.
Be late
Bitch.
to
Yeah.
be late to calls that we have. All right, I think he's upstairs now.
Oh, his icon has changed from mobile to a green circle.
Desktop, yeah.
Any moment now, folks.
Hey!
Oh my God, there he is.
Oh my god, my volume was turned up really loud for no reason.
And Bob, you
Jesus.
did not have it set it up at all. Like
Wait, what?
you did not have it set it
Oh.
up for 4.
What the hell? Messed
We did
it
all
up,
that.
Tim.
We all did all that.
What Oh, I know what's going on. It's Discord's fault. Because there's an advertisement.
There we go.
Ta-da! Look, it's Timmy.
Aha, I'm alive. I only had to kill 4 dogs to get here. It's okay. 2 of them were blind. They didn't see it coming.
You mean they rebel?
So, Timmy, we need a full report. Like, how did this play out? Like, how did they take you hostage?
Yeah, what?
Well, I thought so. When I went in, I saw them like they had like like work IDs like to scan into our room. Like we had to go backstage to see the dog, so I figured that they'd probably have to scan an ID or something to.
You know, we're live. Just
I know.
remember. Okay.
Yeah.
Even though our show is like R now, so it doesn't really matter.
We don't know.
Yeah, I'm about to say some explicit things. So I figured like, oh, they might have to scan me to get out, and then like by the time I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go because it's taking so long. She's like, all right, well, let me just take your like they need to take my friend's ID, and then they were just gone for like, they're like, well, it'll be 20 minutes, and then they came in like 5 minutes later and like, yeah, it's gonna be like 20 minutes, and then they were just gone for like 40. And I was like, I don't know how to get out of here. Like, they're like, oh my god, sorry that took so long. They had to do a whole bunch of stuff because the dog's disabilities or whatever. Like they had to like get extra medicine and stuff,
Good Lord.
print out extra paperwork.
So, like, what happens if there's a fire? You just burn?
Yeah, we just burned to death.
I mean, I could have got out, but I also didn't know how like which direction to go because I wasn't really paying attention when I walked in. But because I didn't know if you'd have to like scan your way out or if it was just open or whatever. But I think everything was unlocked because it was after the SPCA closed anyways because it was taking them so long to fill out this paperwork.
Well,
Yeah, me and
that's
Bob
what
found that out. We looked at the hours and we're like, it closed at 7.
I know we got there like freaking like. Oh, what time was
So,
it?
all right.
Like 4:45.
It was 5:11.
Was it 5:11?
Yeah, I looked on Live 360. I saw it said
So,
he's been at this place since 5:11.
so by Sunday, we expect a full trip report, especially including your after-hours experience.
Yeah. There's a 24 hours inside the SPCA challenge.
Once you realized you were being held hostage, I
Yeah,
want your reaction.
You had EAT, exclusive adoption time.
Right.
Oh man. So Timmy, this is a podcast.
Thank you.
About roller coasters that we start at 7.
This, honest to God, like this is the shit I expect from James. Like,
I know. I was gonna
just
say,
see you
James.
come out and like,
So James, like, sorry, I have a girlfriend. My friends decide, or like, I'm hanging out with my friend who's adopting a dog with like disabilities, and it's like, how dare you?
it's just the absurdity of like, I
I'm normally like
accidentally
10,
ended up
15
with the
minutes late.
SPCA.
My dog had
Like,
disabilities too. I have an excuse now. My dog had disabilities before it died.
It did. Apparently, this dog just like sits there and doesn't sleep and just barks at the wall and Greg growls at the wall. It was like, apparently it got like really bad OCD from when it was.
Sounds like a schizophrenic.
I know. Well, apparently, like it will just sit there and like if it will find like it'll go in the corner because it thinks that's where like because it's used to just going in the corner because it was in a puppy mill where there were just like crates stacked next to each other, and it was used to like growl at other dogs and stuff to like try to keep them away at night.
no.
And so it thinks that it's doing that again. So I guess kind of schizophrenic, yeah.
A little bit.
But then it also does it like just like out of the blue.
Like, where
like,
where those motherfuckers at?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm gonna get some more water, okay? Never mind, Jan's.
All right. Just don't accidentally end up at the SPCA.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try not to.
Apparently, this is a thing we need to be concerned about.
They just, yeah.
Next time at 5 o'clock, I'm gonna go to the SPCA.
James adopts a dog in 45 minutes.
I get back in time.
Just to prove it can be done.
Just to prove it can be done, yeah. I'm gonna adopt 2 dogs, actually. They're gonna buy one, get one free deal.
Oh my god, they did that with cats like apparently last year because I knew someone who got a cat and they're like, you want this other one, we'll just give it to you.
Oh man.
Was
Also
that part
at
of
the
Spring
Richmond-
Slobberfest?
It was also at the Richmond SPCA though, ironically.
That is ironic.
That's why I'm asking. Was it
Yeah.
part of Spring Slobberfest?
That's the current event going on right now.
I just saw that. I literally just saw that, yeah.
You mean you saw it when you were locked in there? You saw him slobbering?
The dog was slobbering all over me.
Slobbering all over you during spring. He said, wait, it is spring, right? I said, yeah. I said, all right, I just wanted to make sure I was fitting in with the criteria of the event.
He's been at the SPA so long, it's fall.
Haven't seen the outside in two seasons.
We were trying to get you adopted, Timmy. Nobody was interested though.
I know. I've been trying to get adopted for a while too.
Oh, man. All right, well, I guess we're ready to start then.
I guess. I have a headache.
Yeah.
I got a headache now, thanks to you, Timmy.
Yeah, I give a lot of people headaches.
I
Normally,
was laughing too hard.
I just get them from looking at me normally.
I mean, that happens too.
Your good looks just astound people.
That's usually opposite.
They're trying to... The complexity of your ugliness just...
I've never seen anyone so ugly they can't comprehend it. This new Windows update is so awesome. How it
Oh
just doesn't
God,
show the
no!
freaking taskbar.
It's happening.
Launch update.
Auto updated in my sleep. I literally turned it off and I said, "Do not." I said, "Do not auto update. Do not ask me again." And then it auto updated, and now I just don't have a taskbar in the bottom. I have to hit the freaking Windows key for it to pop up.
That's awful.
Your
Staying on Windows
install
10.
just keeps destructing
Appreciate you.
more and more.
I'm staying on Windows 10.
Yeah, I would if I had the chance. I'm tempted to just revert and just lose all my files.
You know, there's this cool thing. It's called
a hard
external
drive.
hard drives.
Yeah, I was gonna say external hard drive or a cloud drive. If you wanna-
I'm saying like all my programs and stuff. I'm gonna have to like reinstall and like all the files that are on that program and stuff.
You can get the program files still. You just wouldn't be able to have the actual exe file.
I mean, that's great. It's great to have your programs all configured and ready for you when you can't use them because your computer doesn't work.
As your taskbar, once you get to them.
It's just no damn taskbar. This is how Timmy. See, your computer is literally telling you want to go to Linux. Because like sooner or later, you're going to just be having a command prompt window to launch all of your programs from the command line. You're going to be like, well, at this point, I might as well go to Linux.
I know I'm already just one key off of like just using when I'm using my Mac laptop. Like like I hit freaking like space and control or whatever, and it brings up like the spotlight search to launch programs. I might as well just start doing that.
It's funny. I saw a great post that was like, Windows does like every other update Windows like version that they have, update version that they have, sucks. So it's like Windows XP was great, and then Vista sucked, and then 7 was great, and then 8 sucked, and then 10 was great, and now 11 sucks.
I know it sucks because like
It's like they can't do.
And they go before that. Millennium was terrible, but 98 was great.
it's like they just try to make like small enhancements off of 10, and they're like terrible. It's like completely just ruining it. It's like I don't understand how they can make such small changes and then just like nobody enjoys like
It's like the universal app like we were talking about last week. I said, how can you build upon something that's already working and fuck it up?
Exactly, that's what they're doing because it's the organization and stuff is very similar to Windows 10 and the way it runs and stuff, but it's just like everything else just doesn't work.
It just doesn't run.
Yeah. They're like, let's just try to make this Windows 10, but just make it closer and closer.
More difficult to use.
People wonder why XP is still used by like a ton of people.
I know.
Like that was seriously their best version of Windows ever.
I might go back to that. All right, well, I'm ready to record.
Hold up, guys. I need to call my mom. I don't even know if she realizes I'm here. She keeps walking by my room blasting shitty pop music. No shot, she just hung up on me. Sam! That was pretty crazy. We endorse the Second Amendment here at Coaster Talk Podcast.
Not just any Second Amendment, though.
Is that how you got out of the SPCA?
That is. I had to enlist this.
Sam flashed his piece.
Not just any piece.
He said, I think we'll be leaving now. I'll be right back, guys.
Now as James goes to adopt a pet.
That's right.
She said, hey.
Last week we didn't start till like 8:30 because we couldn't come up with stuff. Yeah. We've been done with the rundown since 6.
I know we should have. You said it earlier. We should have known something was up when everything was done earlier.
I know. Seriously, every time that happens, like something goes wrong. I wasn't gonna put money on.
Every time that happens, I get caught at the SPCA. I swear to God. I swear.
I'm just running the hotel for dogs over here.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
Give me 1 sec.
I love how Discord will every now and then it'll give me a notification and it stays there. Like I'll clear it on desktop, but it stays there. So like later I think, oh wait, I missed a notification. And as soon as I unlock my phone, it goes away. But it waits until I unlock my phone for it to clear.
Oh, see, I think I might have figured out what happened with like my notifications because sometimes it will notify me on my computer with the the message or whatever, and sometimes it does it on my phone. So, but it's always on whatever platform I'm not using.
That's convenient.
So,
honestly, Discord gets where every single time there's an update, it gets worse and worse and worse.
Like Windows.
It really is. I'm seriously on my app now. Like when
Universal's app.
When I put a picture in a chat, it just doesn't show up. It just shows up as a blank message. I have to literally force close the app and reload it to see the message that I just sent. And then last night, it was no matter what channel I went to, it was always in the same channel. Like I would literally click on another channel and it would go back and it was the channel I was just in. Even across different servers. It's ridiculous. I don't understand how it can be this terrible.
And they're not servers, goddammit.
They're not. Fucking idiots. I'm about to start spewing roller coaster icons everywhere because of Discord.
Hello there. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
All right, are we ready to go?
Maybe.
Go live?
I need to go adopt a dog.
Yeah, hold up real quick.
I figured out what happened with the taskbar. You can only have it on the bottom of one screen. So if you have more than one
okay.
monitor,
So you have multiple displays.
if you have multiple displays, it will only let you have it on the bottom of one. There's probably some sort of setting to change that.
I'm sure there
Huh.
is.
That's so annoying because
But then it will only be visible on one after that still. So it'll only be visible on your home, like your actual PC.
So I figured it out. Like in Windows, when you go to like full screen a window,
Yeah, like
that takes it
F11.
out now. No, not even F11. Like if you like hit the top right, like the little square to put it.
Oh no, they're doing the Mac shit.
It's like Mac, yeah.
I hate that. That's terrible. I've always hated that feature on Mac.
That's why I just never put.
I always just double click on a Mac.
I agree. I hate that too. That's always like the number one thing that like my dad would call me is like, I can't find the taskbar, or well, he didn't call it the taskbar, but I can't find the menu. Like, and I could never remember the damn command. Like, how'd you get that way in the first place? I don't know.
Thank you. This is really relevant information. I need to help.
It's frustrating. I mean, it's a cool feature to have, but it shouldn't be the thing that you like accidentally end up in.
I don't think it should be the default. It should be something that you choose that you want to do. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
What I always
just like that fucking natural scrolling. Like if you want to make it an option, okay.
Yeah. What the hell is that? It's not natural either. How is it natural to scroll?
It's bullshit, is what it is. It's absolute bullshit.
It makes sense to me on a trackpad. But
Shut up, Timmy.
Go when I'm using an actual mouse.
Go adopt a dog or something. You're wrong.
It makes no sense.
No excuse for natural scrolling. That's bullshit.
That's bullshit.
So on a trackpad it makes sense because when you use your phone and you scroll, it's the same exact way you'd scroll on a trackpad.
Because your fingers are on the fucking screen. You're sliding it.
Exactly. Where's your mouse?
Nowhere near my fucking screen.
I'm saying like the cursor. It's on the screen, so that's why it makes sense. Like when you're physically touching something to slide it.
But
then on an actual scroll wheel,
the cursor has no fucking relevance to scrolling.
It doesn't.
The way I see it is like you're touching a dragon. It makes sense for me on a trackpad, but it does not make sense on a scroll wheel for me.
That's just because your psychology is fucked up.
It's like, yeah, you're just all fucked up.
Just like the damn dog you just adopted. Was it just the photo, or is that thing ugly too? Because that thing looked kind of.
It's a French bulldog, but it's like really buff for no reason.
I was just talking about the face. I wasn't really talking about the physical structure of the dog, but the face was like the image might have just been like it was kind of angled down a little bit more than.
God,
it looked goofy in that photo. I agree.
It looks really goofy in that photo.
All right, we're gonna start a show. Before my head explodes. I don't know why my head's hurting so bad. Nothing seems to be helping it either.
Oh, I'm ready.
Oh, all right. Ready? 3, 2.
Oh fuck! What?
Oh my god.
I didn't. I mean, I was ready, but I wasn't like ready like that. Damn, I would never like going right into it. I was kind of like, whoa. Okay, all right, I'm ready. Yeah, okay. I just wasn't like, hold up. I'm not actually ready.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Wait, hold up.
It's. I just tried to test my audio real quick to see while I was talking to see if it was it's recording from the wrong source, even though it said it. I literally did this earlier and it was fine. All I do is think about you. Hello. Hi, I'm James and I'm testing my audio.
Sounds
Awesome.
distorted a little bit.
Can you hear me still?
I can hear
Yeah.
you, but when you were testing it sounded like you were clipping.
Let's try this. Hello, this is James and fucking.
You're like talking louder when you're testing your audio.
Yeah.
I'm talking louder when I test my audio.
I don't know. That sounded really loud. Like, not loud as in hurting my ears loud, but like distorting.
We only have 16 megabytes free on the storage, by the way, for the show.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna go in and just compress this one of the other episodes and re-upload it.
So, Pam's not joining the live chat tonight because she's going to get drunk. That's what I took away from her message.
Yeah.
She never joins the live chat anyway, so.
I know. She hasn't been on.
I know. She's watching some draft party. They're gonna draft someone that like no one likes, and then there's gonna make a
Hello,
brawl inside
I'm
the stadium.
James. Holy shit! Yeah, that is loud.
Told you.
That's like I don't understand. Let's try that again. Hi, I'm James. Yeah, it is. Hold up. I'm gonna go to. Has it not been like that this whole time?
No. I don't know what you did, but you broke it. Like you do.
That's because all I do is think about you. Is that better?
Sure.
Hi, I'm Bay. Is that better? Hey, I'm testing. Maybe. Maybe or no?
Do it again.
Hi, I'm testing. This is James.
Yeah, that's clearer.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm testing James's audio. All right, that should be good. Testing my audio. Oh, that's really loud. Okay.
You can chortle my balls.
Good to know.
James, your Pirates are doing really good this season. They literally have the best record in the NL.
I know. It's all because we got McCutcheon back.
Wait, what? The Pirates? What?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Pirates are doing really well this year, Bob.
What the hell?
It's because we got McCutcheon back. We actually like. They're like, oh my god, we got this guy we got rid of like 10 years ago that was actually really good. We should get him back. That's actually a big brain move right there.
Isn't the thing that everybody said?
Yes, people were really upset when they got rid of McCutcheon.
I know there was such a good like reception for him coming back. When the first game that he played back, the MLB waived the new pitch clock rule, so he could like receive like a standing ovation from the fans.
Yeah, and like everyone was going crazy. It was It was kind of it kind of invoked tears. It was really great.
In Philly, if they did that, they throw hot dogs at him.
They just throw hot dogs for the hell of it.
I know they're only
mean,
a dollar.
He's doing really well too this season.
Here's a special deal: $1 hot dogs. Oh, weapons! That's like the first thing Philly thinks. Weapons, cheap weapons. Like what the hell?
And we could have gone and seen the Pirates play the Nationals this weekend, Timmy.
I know.
Are you ready, James?
Is anyone ever truly ready?
That's true.
Does anybody really know what time it is?
It's well, what I do know is the SPCA is closed.
They are close. They've been closed for an hour now.
Yeah, I call it SPCA standard time. That's what time Timmy decides to go to the SPCA.
That's right.
It's all relative to 5:11 because that was the time that was deemed the most appropriate to go to the SPCA.
I figured, even if he ends up adopting his dog, it should only take like an hour and a half. Like,
Even though the show starts at 6. Should get on at 6.
well, we already had everything done except for the
The weekly poll.
yeah. So I figured we'll be fine.
What time is
And
it?
then I got held captive.
Yeah, exactly what time is.
Yeah, what time is it, James? Are we ready to record?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right.
'Cause I'm
3,
ready in 2 hours.
2.
All right, episode 202. The palindromic number. It's April 30th, 2023. This is episode, like I just said, episode 202 of the show. I'm James.
Hey, wait, hold up. What episode is this?
I think it's 201. Or 203. It's definitely not 202.
It's 201 plus 1.
Plus 1. Minus 1.
I'm Bob.
This is live from the SPCA.
Yeah.
And I'm adopting a dog.
Yeah.
Still.
Oh man. Those of you just joining us who haven't been watching live stream, just joining us on the podcast side of things here. Yeah, Timmy had an adventure this afternoon.
I did.
Yeah.
Adopting what was the dog's name?
Oh, Rimbod.
Rimbod. Yes, Rimbod.
But more importantly, we need to go back to like an hour before we normally get on, maybe like a half hour before we normally get on to prepare for the show. James and I get a random message saying I somehow ended up at the SPCA.
Like he just
I mean, you know, it happens. You just
Like
randomly wait, how'd I get here?
Well, you see, I just
Wait,
go with the
the
flow of
SPCA.
things. And I'm dropping my friend off, and he's like, I'm going to go look at a dog at the SPCA. Do you want to come? And I'm like, yeah, sure. I just need to be out by about 6-ish.
and then all of a sudden Timmy just materializes at the SPCA.
Spoiler alert, he was not done at 6-ish.
Yeah.
He was held hostage by the Richmond SPCA.
That's
They
right.
had armed guards outside that wouldn't allow him to leave until he signed the final paperwork.
My friend was like, all right, like, they ended up deciding to adopt the dog. And they're like, all right, let me just take your ID. And then they just left for like 45 minutes. So,
Meanwhile,
they're like, this should take like 15 to 20 minutes. And then they're gone for like 45, 50 minutes.
Bob and I stooped to drunk rider posting level of some really trashy memes. We were shit posting, as the drunk riders call it. It was great. Oh,
And RC.
and RC. It was a good time. Good time. But why don't we hop on into what we're really here for? Finally, into the news and into the show. Let's get into the show.
This could have helped Timmy out.
Yeah, for
Automated
real.
turnstiles. He might have actually been able to exit the SPCA instead of like the, you know. I mean,
Well, no,
did you
you
end up?
you have
Did
to have
you
a
end up
ticket
calling
here,
the
Bob.
National Guard? Is that how you got out? Like,
Yeah, for real.
It was kind of
Send
like
in the
John,
choppers.
I kind of pulled like a John Wick operation to get out of there, but
I know. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Send in the choppers. No, but Bob, Timmy would still need a ticket here, so I don't know if he could have got out.
that's
Put out
true.
a
That's true.
and SeaWorld ticket at that. So
I know. I do not
you
have
would
a
have to-
5% upcharge, so
Exactly.
So what you're saying is he wouldn't be able to afford to leave.
exactly. He can afford the dog. He can't afford the ticket out.
well, it's because
Um,
it's Slobbers the spring or
Yeah,
whatever.
it's spring
Slobberfest.
Slobberfest.
Spring Slobberfest, yes. Everyone, this is just a promo for this Richmond SPCA. Just
Yes.
Spring Slobberfest.
That's
50% off adult dogs. At
Yeah,
this
we
time.
did not make that up. That is the actual promotion at the Richmond SPCA right now.
Have an
It
event
is
going on.
Spring Slobberfest.
Oh man, it's great. But no, SeaWorld Orlando is testing new turnstiles that are self-service, automated. So you go up, you scan your ticket, and it opens up the gate for you. Or there's a gate, I assume, for strollers, and there's also like the turnstiles for passengers that aren't, and strollers are handicapped
I think
patrons.
I think it was the wise and I don't know, the man that like exudes wisdom once said, "What could go wrong?"
Let's automate everything. I remember hearing that somewhere.
This honestly, this does not surprise me at all. This is absolutely positively Scott Ross's handiwork here, because all he sees is what? I don't have to have employees manning the gates. Meanwhile, at Kennywood and Kings Island, people jumped the fences to get a gun in. Like,
I mean, there's still security checkpoint.
yeah,
here.
but
I mean,
like,
and
the
what
thing-
is an admissions associate doing with somebody
have
that
you
comes up with a gun?
have you been to the metro? Like turnstile jump? Have you not heard turnstile jumping?
Well, my assumption is they're still going to have people like watching and assisting with people here. It's
And
just
my
not
thing
gonna,
is too, like, if there's an
probably just be
admissions,
2 people
if somebody
allowed.
wants to break into the, just get by the admission checkpoint, right, and just walk in without paying, they're gonna do it if there's a overweight, 90-year-old man working at the gate, or if it's automated. Like that's not. I mean, whoever's working at admissions isn't stopping them.
No, actually, I disagree with that, because if you have somebody at every single turnstile, there's more interference to run than if it's just one 90-year-old guy standing at the gate. Like,
But most of the time, not every turnstile is manned too. A lot of times they have like half the turnstiles closed off because there's not,
that's true. But
so, I mean, there's still.
my point is
availability.
the whole point is there's going to be a lot less employees, and this has already been a thing. Like, they just don't have enough employees at the front gate where things are going wrong. SeaWorld's also hugely confusing on like, how do you get your oftentimes you don't just have a ticket and walk in with it. It's like, no, you have to stop at this kiosk and do this. And then if you have to stop at this kiosk, and after talking to Daniel's experience this weekend, like sometimes you have to wait till the right phase of the moon, and the kiosk just doesn't work. Like,
I am very
this is
familiar with
just going to
SeaWorld
go
Park
horribly
sending me all
wrong.
over to get into the park. James knows I can never get into a SeaWorld Park just scanning my pass.
Though we're still unsure if that has to do with your mom, but yeah.
yes.
But yes.
Time I go in, I always have to update the credit card info on file every single time.
Oh, I
oddly specific to Timmy, but we can't confirm or deny that though. No one else had ever heard of having to do that, but
I just don't.
yeah,
This
Timmy has
isn't
to
gonna-
matriculate his credit card information every time. It has to. It's pretty fantastic. It's like a bet. We go up and we're like, is it gonna happen this time? No, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes.
I've actually gone to the point where if someone asks me to go to Busch Gardens, I go online first and I make sure that it says that my passes are up to date, and if not, I'm calling SeaWorld customer service before I even get there, just to save me the hassle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Man,
because that's
those
not a
guest service
hassle.
line. Yeah, those guest service lines can get long.
Yeah, I know. I
No,
was gonna
but
say,
calling them though, like I'm not sure that's less of a hassle.
Yeah.
I've had to call them. It was not a pleasant experience.
at least I can do other things while I'm calling them.
Like go to the SPCA and adopt an
That's
animal.
right. Well, it'd be a race, honestly. Which is faster, to adopt a dog from the SPCA or get through the Busch Gardens customer service line?
Yeah. This could be a good battle.
I know. True.
Oh.
True. Good head to head there.
Complete side note here, but this this Twitter account that we linked in the show notes is completely us. The forever freaks of Halloween Horror Nights. At
That-
freaks_HHN.
that is
us.
truly the embodiment of us nominally. That
Yes,
is I agree. I agree. That is funny. Well, Bob, this one you could probably take the lead on because you're the one that discovered and had to repeatedly go back and forth between confirming and denying the story's truth.
Oh my god, this
Oh,
was
I knew it. I knew it happened right away because it's all on my social media.
no, I knew it happened. Okay, so here's a story. Like I saw the video of the flame. So there was a fire at Disneyland. Okay, let's just start there. And I saw a video of the dragon in the Phantasmic show burning. When I say burning, I mean burning.
Not the normal fire.
I mean,
Yeah,
burn
not-
maybe burn Disco Inferno.
The unintentional just kind of burning. But like beyond that, you know, like I'm when it comes to social media posts, like, yeah, I mean, clearly something was going on there, but like there's not really a story attached to that or anything. So like, you know, when it comes to like I see something I want to talk about on the show, I always try to find a source that, you know, we can put in our show notes. Well, I found one. It was ABC7 out of Los Angeles, and they have this whole article about how Tom Sawyer Island caught fire. Like this was the report, the whole thing, like the article literally, that's literally what the headline said, everything. Like it started, it was sparked, like there was this huge blaze, Tom Sawyer Island caught fire. It was sparked by the Phantasmic show, you know. I was like, okay, well, I'm going to post this to Reddit. A half hour later, I start getting attacked by like
Bob
people
was
were like,
Bob was subject
that's
to
not even what the article says. I'm like, what are you, what? And I clicked on it and they literally, I'm not kidding you. They changed the entire article, headline and everything. They completely changed.
Bob was
To
subject
say
to
that it
severe
was just a
reproof.
Phantasmic show.
They're like source.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's, apparently trying to find a source doesn't always give you a source. Apparently,
It did not pan out well for Bob.
well, I think the bottom line is I have more journalistic integrity than ABC7 does. Apparently, because
Well, it's important to note at the bottom of the news article, it does say the Walt Disney Company is the parent company of this station. ABC News contributed to this report, so they're just trying to cover up.
Yeah.
oh, that's what it is.
They want-
so
they
Tom
wanna-
Sawyer Island really did burn. It's gone.
Yeah. They don't want you to know that though.
Oh man. Yeah, but
Goodness.
it really was a spectacular fire. There's
It
there's
was.
Oh, yeah, it
It was pretty
Completely
fantastic.
conflagrated.
it was well, you might say it was phantasmic.
Ooh, that was good.
That was good.
What the best part of the videos I saw was the background. You the announcer going, it's like something like, unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances, the Phantasmic show cannot continue. Like unforeseen, I see. I clearly see it.
Oh no,
it's not
I
an
think
unforeseen.
the best part of the videos for me was just watching the Mickey like shoot the sparks up or whatever, and then he just sits there and just looks at it like, oh my god, and then he just slowly descends into the stage as they're like evacuating him out, as he just looks up like, oh my god.
What did I do?
Well,
Yes.
later in the video, there's one guy going out with a water can. He's like literally pissing on the fire, like he's got to put it out. Like, what?
It's like the old
what's even-
the old aphorism where like the hummingbird goes to put out the fire. It's like one little drop from this entire jungle's on fire. He's trying to put it out. Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh man, it was it was interesting. But yeah, so the dragon burnt in Phantasmic, and
Oh, it's yeah. It's
it
gone.
burnt.
It's gone.
It was kind of interesting. Like I was watching, there was I think it was like 11 minutes long. I found on YouTube. There's a video of it burning, and it was there was a lot of like times where it like would flare up. And I kind of was thinking, like, to me, it kind of looked like there were a lot of people saying, oh, well, like the fuel lines are exploding and stuff like that. But I actually think what might have been going on, I think maybe they used magnesium for the structure. Because if you've never seen, this is kind of a fun fact that this is the firefighter in me. If you have a fire burning with magnesium involved, spraying water on it is spectacular as long as you're far away. Because it literally, I'm not kidding you, it literally explodes like fireworks. It literally looks like you just lit a fireworks factory on fire. It's amazing that water can do that. Like I've had it like going up to a car fire, and like the either transmission or the engine block will be magnesium based, and you like start spraying water on it, and it's just like like it literally like just starts shooting everywhere. It's amazing. But it kind of like added to the effect of like it looked like the dragon was like still spitting fire even though he's completely on fire. It was pretty hilarious. It was a spectacular show. It really was. I gotta hand it to Disney. They really upped the theming on that one.
Yeah, indeed. The next story, not as spectacular, but
Well, I mean, they have to pay for the dragon somehow.
That's right.
we were
This is not a
expecting
cheap
this one.
dragon.
This was not a unsurprising turn of events here. The next round of Disney layoffs has ensued. Obviously, the goal was for Disney to reach 7,000 job cuts total. And concluding with this second round, 4,000 job eliminations will have been completed by the week's end. So again, this doesn't seem to be affecting any front-facing guest positions. So we should be safe for the in-park team workers. So they should be safe. But yes, they are once again swelling up to 4,000 this time.
Well, while we're talking about Disney, the Florida Department of Transportation is they're establishing some new safety standards.
Yes.
This is going to affect only fixed guideway systems that operate within an independent special district created by a local act, and only that have boundaries within 2 contiguous counties.
So,
And
who are we
only
targeting
if you're ran by a mouse.
only if your founder was anti-Semitic.
I mean, it's amazing that they are actually thinking that, oh, if we word this correctly in the law, nobody's going to get that we're trying to single out Disney.
Yeah.
So, yeah, apparently Florida is now wanting to take control of Disney's monorail system. This is getting I mean, it's funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's also very, very damning of our current political system. To sit 10 years ago, like even if you take just outside, I don't, again, forget the political affiliation, forget Disney, forget DeSantis, forget whatever. Go back 10 years ago, and if somebody told you that there was going to be a politician that was going to gain ground by singling out regulations on a business, first of all, you would have called bullshit completely. Secondly, if I told you it was the GOP, you would have like completely been like, you're an idiot.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Complete dismiss.
Because like that is
Complete
their
disbelief.
thing. That's their jam. Stop this whole business regulation bullshit. Like you're killing businesses, and then like in this case, that's literally what they're doing. They're literally setting out to destroy a business. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, and in response to that, Disney has finally taken legal action, legal recourse. And they're actually looking to sue Governor DeSantis.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we
So-
somehow don't have that link, do we?
I do have it on there.
Oh, you do? Where?
I just threw it up there.
Oh, look at
um,
that. It's wait.
Because somehow we did seem to blip to make to not have that up there, but made a
It's
little
there
blip,
now.
but it is there now, and I wanted to state that yeah, in response to this, they've stated that there's a retaliation from a political viewpoint unpopular with certain state officials, and obviously DeSantis disagreeing with this course of action and says that they're unaware of any legal right that a company has to operate its own government or maintain special privileges.
Except for the whole law that put that into play.
Exactly. Except for the legal agreement that the state and Disney made when they settled in Orlando. I mean,
So here's a takeaway. I have not read the 75 pages of the complaint. But I like what was said here. Disney finds itself in this regrettable position because it expressed a viewpoint the governor and his allies did not like. Disney wishes that things could have been resolved in a different way, but Disney also knows that it is fortunate to have the resources to take a stand against the state's retaliation, a stand smaller businesses and individuals might not be able to take when the state comes after them for expressing their own views. In America, the government cannot punish you for speaking your mind. And those are powerful words, and I really like. I mean, it kind of puts us into perspective. Like, if you are a small business and like you find yourself under this kind of, there's nothing you can do. And I applaud Disney for standing up for this, because I don't care the specifics involved. This is absolute positive bullshit what they're doing to Disney. And I don't care that it's Disney. It doesn't matter. Like, this is not how democracy works. I don't care what your viewpoint is, or like political party. Like, it's just not. And they're exactly right. Like, smaller businesses could, like, what are you going to do? DeSantis decides to sue you. Like, you can't, you're just going to go out of business. And like, kind of that, that's kind of the intimidation thing that happens. And I'm glad Disney's standing up for it. And I wish them well. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's beyond me that this is actually happening, but it is. And
it's honestly mind-boggling to me that they're the impetus of this change here. Like, they're the one, Disney, out of all the companies, like Disney, the ones that are normally in the wrong, the ones that are normally subject to harsh criticism, typically the adversary of the mainstream media, and everybody's normally against Disney. They're the ones that most people are swelling support for actually now, because they're being attacked.
They have the moral high ground. They absolutely
they are
do in this
they are
case.
being attacked unjustifiably here, and I think most people can recognize that. And it's it's kind of a novel concept for this, but just Disney's in the right. People should support Disney here for once. It's kind of a novel idea, but
absolutely.
Yeah.
It's
And
interesting to
hopefully,
see- yeah, it's interesting to see how this will turn out. I'm sure we'll keep covering this, but yeah.
and
It's going to keep going.
Yeah, for sure it will. This is not even close to the end of
Oh
this.
yeah, we are just in the beginning of this.
This is the brink. Yeah. NBC Universal is in a different boat though. We are not in support. Normally we're in support of Universal, and this time we're like, no.
I know, this is awesome. You guys are against Universal for Disney.
I know, it's quite the turn of events here.
I don't know what the hell is happening. Your trip to the SPCA just turned everything on
or
its head.
the Twilight Zone, some may say.
Yeah.
The only good thing at Disney. Oh wait, did I say that out loud?
Universal CEO Jeff Shell has just been, he fired effectively after he admitted to an inappropriate relationship with a woman in the company. Not only that, but there's been alleged sexual assault and sexual misconduct allegations against many different clients from an attorney. And essentially, the CEO of Universal was obviously sexually discriminating, sexually harassing, sexual misconduct while he was in his role at Universal. And kind of the hopes is that maybe a lot of the changes you've been seeing at Universal here revert back.
No shit, no. Did you miss this little line that says Shell's executive team will start reporting to Comcast president Mike Kavanaugh?
Oh, no. I did not see that. I'm seeing that now. That's right under where I was just
So
reading.
explain your trip to Universal quickly.
Word on the street is triple restraint checks on Velocicoaster from now on.
I just literally, as soon as you were reading that, I was jumping out of that line too, because I was reading the article over. Oh no. Oh no.
This isn't good.
This is not good. But maybe that's just a temporary while they look for
Yeah, except it
an
also says
interim.
they have not been interviewing or searching for a successor and has no plans to do so immediately.
It's like everything that
No,
James.
I know that it says that, but I'm saying like there is an interim CEO, president serving as CEO right
Well, the
now.
good news is
Has
that
no plans to do so.
Immediately, it says immediately.
Great. Burn the park to the ground, then the final. Like,
Okay.
let's turn
Okay.
now to Conneaut Lake Park. We'll save it.
Okay.
well, the good news is that Disney has plenty of people they could hire. So
Oh my god.
Just
they're
not
leaving the
immediately,
company because
apparently.
it's so bad.
exactly, 'Cause they're leaving the company because they're fired because they're getting laid off with the cutbacks.
Yeah.
Oh my god. This scares me.
That was a crucial part of the story.
Oh my god. What is mobile ordering going to look like in a couple months?
You actually have to you have to get in a virtual queue to get in line for rides.
Mm.
Oh.
To enter the
Right.
park.
Enter the park.
For sure.
It's like the automatic turnstiles, except you have to mobile order your ticket.
Oh my god. This isn't good.
Well, interestingly though enough, shares of Disney are down and shares of Comcast are up.
Oh my god.
8%. They're up 8%.
8%.
Yeah, Disney's down like 2%.
1.4 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, something around 2. That's funny. That's quite ironic right there.
There's Universal Parks and Resorts or whatever it's called now. They've got their own team, right? Like I really actually wonder how much the NBC Universal CEO was involved in day-to-day business.
Yeah, I can't imagine it's too involved. But I'm not sure.
Yeah, I really don't know how much involvement there is there. I mean, because Disney CEO has a huge role in Disney parks, but I also think that's probably a bigger chunk of the Disney organization versus Universal.
I'm on the Universal Destinations and Experiences corporate website, and it looks like they have the chairman and CEO of the Universal Destinations and Experiences, Mark Woodbury. So they do have somebody serving as an executive officer there.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's not like it's going to go direct. It's not going to go directly to the Comcast president.
Yeah, hopefully there's going to be some isolation there. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I hope Comcast does realize that like they have a good thing going, notwithstanding food service in the parks right now. But I mean, Universal has a good thing going. They better not mess with it.
Yeah, they need to stay put, remain where you're at.
Especially as
Remain at the
more and more
distance you've been
companies, especially as more and more companies are rolling out fiber all across the nation.
Yeah.
Comcast is, that's the first thing that happens. You roll fiber in front of somebody's house, buy Comcast, peace, we're out. The only people Comcast has is the people that are stuck with them.
Yeah.
Universal, not so much. You can choose not to go to Universal.
Well, in keeping with kind of the predictable, true to form Halloween Horror Nights news from Universal, we're going back to a speculation map, this time for Hollywood, Universal Hollywood.
Well, there's one for each, I believe here.
Yeah, there is one for each. But the other one we've already seen most of.
Well, they've updated some stuff here.
The link that Bob provided was only with Hollywood. If I'm
the link that's in the rundown, if you click on the larger the 3 images there, if you're looking at the desktop version, it's got the Orlando map, and it has the main difference here.
Oh, okay. I
see
see it.
They
now.
they updated some of the symbols, so we can't you can make all the speculation you want about that. But the big thing is that there's a Demon Slayer house here now, and I want to get
which
your opinion on
is
that.
honestly one of the worst things I think I've ever seen. So bad. That's so bad. I mean, look, I'm not even like but Timmy knows I like anime, so it has nothing to do with being
Oh,
Anti-
okay. Now I know
anime.
it's anime. I had no clue what it was until this moment.
I mean that is horrifying in itself. Like I don't even need to go through the house. I think that's a terrible move. I do like the Exorcist. I do like the Exorcist.
The Exorcist Believer sounds like an interesting house.
I think that sounds like an interesting house. Um, I'm not sure what the Naughty Dog.
Naughty Dog is the developer of the Last of Us game.
Okay, I gotcha. I didn't
You
know
wouldn't know
that.
that because you're a fake fan.
That's because I don't like the games. I just like the TV show. I've
It's
never played
literally-
the game.
I was gonna say it's literally just the game from whatever. I haven't seen the TV show.
I've never played the game. I can't lie. Won't lie. But yeah. Other than that, really, we didn't learn too much more.
There's like one of them's like a tent that looks like it has a whole bunch of like vape cloud, a huge vape cloud
Sm-
come out of it. so
Smoke clouds coming out. Yeah.
maybe it's like a vaping clown house or something.
There's a dragon with like a medieval castle.
That's the Harry Potter house.
Yeah. It's not anywhere near the Harry Potter land.
Right,
Um,
perfect. And we did get a.
So
we did get
there's gonna be a Last of Us scare zone too.
That's cool.
That's interesting that they're doing two.
It's a big
like
IP.
a double. Yeah, it is, but that's just interesting. I'm all for it. But
Still waiting for the Back to the Future house.
I'm sure
there'll
that
also
was
be a
down here.
holidays section of the park scare zone. I imagine that's going to be obviously kind of like a Christmassy type.
They always
here's-
gotta- they always
Weren't
gotta
we
include
looking at
that.
it? Weren't we looking at a at one point we were looking at a Krampus house. That was the theory, I thought. And so I guess
Well-
maybe that's developed into a scare zone, possibly.
That could be it.
Yeah, maybe.
Here's a big question that I have. During Hollywood Horror Nights, do they serve BBQ?
Oh my gosh. They do.
They do.
Mm-hmm.
They call it BBQ.
They do. It's all up on the signage there.
How many people have you found that support your hypothesis that everyone has heard somebody say BBQ?
Well, Jalen has, my girlfriend. So
So one.
Cam said it.
Okay. Two.
Two. All right, that's all I need. As long as there's two, I'm content. As long as I know I'm not making this up in my head. All right. Well, the next speculation map is for Halloween Horror Nights. Universal Studios are at Hollywood. They got the Chucky house. So
There's a Chucky house. The other one too.
yeah. But I think last time there was not a Chucky house on the Halloween Horror Nights at Hollywood map. So they did get that. I like the Terror Tramp Celebrities house. That actually sounds very interesting.
Well, it's not a house. I mean, it's the Terror Tram, but I really want to go on that. That sounds so awesome because the normal like tram tour already has like a section for Psycho on it. That's really cool. And like
Yes.
a couple other like I believe they might have some other horror stuff that comes in and out on the tram tour. So it would be awesome to see an entire tram tour just dedicated like solely to like horror movies. I think that'd be very, very cool.
I agree. I am jealous of the Hollywood location with the Death Eaters
With a scare zone.
scare zone. Yeah, I really wish they would do that at.
I feel like that'd be so
Orlando
easy
again.
to implement too. Yeah.
I know. I feel like it too. And yeah, that's
Not just like the Death Eaters, like how they bring them out like occasionally and like
Yeah,
during the
not-
show and like have
yeah,
them roam
during a
around.
show.
Like I want Death Eaters that actually like are like their purpose is to scare you, not just like
Yeah.
walk around.
I want them implemented in that area in a way that they're actually there to be scare actors, and I want there to be props and whatnot supporting
'cause-
that scare zone.
Because right now the scariest part is just how close together everybody is and how you can't walk around because it's so tight
Congested.
and- yeah, congested. That's the way to put it.
Yeah.
Because that's already scary enough during the standard operating season.
I mean, that's Hogwarts and Hogsmeade or whatever it is. Like that's
Yeah.
scary to me just without
Exactly.
decorations.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like imagine that. Except some of the people that are sitting next to you, their whole purpose is to scare you.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
thanks.
Well, it sounds kind of like the new ride at Lagoon Primordial might be trying to scare you a little bit too. I don't know.
Yeah, this is
Um,
interesting.
Yeah, there's going to be some There's a primordial world filled with scoring opportunities, theatrical lighting, fog and haze, and roller coaster elements, including quick turns and sudden drops. And depending on many factors, more than one thrilling ending is possible. And that's from the
That's the interesting part.
ADA. Yeah, that is the interesting part. That's from the ADA accessibility guide from Lagoon. So
Well,
that has
let's be clear. It's from a leak of the ADA accessibility guide. So
yeah,
we can't really say like, oh, this is definitively the ADA guide, but it does seem legit. I will say that.
yeah.
I think they said we have the source, we have the link to the Reddit thread, but they said that it originally came from Lagoon fans.
Yes.
So just putting it out there so that you can decide for yourselves.
Yeah, you can
but it does
decipher
look-
it, but it
Yeah.
in every facet of the way, it looks pretty authentic. For
It's
sure.
kind of like, I don't know, to me, like I kind of get vibes of like Gringotts meets Men in Black.
Yeah, well, it does sound like a shoot 'em up dark ride, but then it
It
also
kind
has
of reminds me
those-
of Wonder Mountain Guardian, kind of.
Yes, except that it hopefully it's not trash because that ride is trash. if we've waited that long for Wonders Mountain Guardian, then I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna be pissed. Because that ride was not that great. It had potential, but it really is. It's just not all that. But what hopefully will be all that is the.
That's
coaster
literally.
coming-
Did you read the comments? That's literally you like almost copied exactly what somebody said.
Oh,
in the
I
comments.
almost perfectly copied cool _score owl 7159. You're right.
Oh,
And then-
Timmy.
and then James literally almost copied T-Pose. Like
We just had the same conversation. I am T Pose on Tantrum, and Timmy is Cool Owl 7159.
yeah.
That's Timmy. That's our.
And then Bob
That's
is
our
kind of
burner
similar
accounts.
to like Revan Evan
Yeah, Reverend Evan.
saying, "I wonder if it's like gonna like the multiple thrilling endings is interesting."
Yeah. If somebody in
It
there saying
does, like,
Gringotts,
I am really
if somebody
curious
in there
about that.
mentioned Gringotts, that's Bob's burner account.
I wonder, did somebody? Maybe
No.
I did. No, I
I don't
didn't
even
say
know
that.
you didn't. All right. Well, hopefully, what will be great is the new Playlands Castaway Cove coaster. Just kind of a subtle dropping of the hint from the park president here, mentioning that they don't have a roller coaster and they would like to get a roller coaster in this article. That was really primarily about the rebuilding of the pirate ship that burnt down last year, or was it last year? Or was it 2019? I can't remember.
It's all the
2020
same.
2021. Okay, I didn't want to. So I guess 2 years ago. Yeah, time is subjective. I don't. It happened at some point.
Seriously, 2020, just like everything, years don't matter anymore. It's just all
Yeah.
stopped.
It happened at some point in the past. The past 5 years. We'll just say that. That gives you guys a time reference. I think it was after we had to stop quarantining. So I don't know. But no, there was a fire at the attraction there, the pirate ship attraction. They want to rebuild that, and within that, the president also mentioned, the vice president of the park mentioned a coaster could be in the works right now. So
And to be clear, this was a fire that was not permitted.
Oh, okay. Unlike the
actually,
Phantasmic fire.
retroactively went back and asked for the from the okay from the fire department. The fire department said it was okay. So
What was it? This was an accidental thing, right? It was something that,
That's what they want.
yeah, it was. I
malfunction,
think it was
I
an
think.
electrical. I think it was electrical.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think I do
It was a
remember
magnesium fire, actually.
that. Magnesium, yeah. They had a great fireworks show.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was what it was all for. It was for the fireworks and the insurance money.
Lucky for them, they're right by the ocean, so they could just continue the fireworks show as much as they wanted.
I bet you the salt content too, the ocean water they were spraying on it, made it even better. All right. Well, a coaster that is actually opening, and not speculation, not just something we're getting dropped from the vice president, is Big Bear Mountain at Dollywood. And funny enough, I know last week we talked about Busch Gardens Lanesburg Dark Coaster announcement opening up the ride. They actually will be opening up Big Bear Mountain, despite announcing it later. They're opening it up before Dark Coaster will open.
Unless
So
you're a
that's-
pass holder at Busch Gardens Williamsburg.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you're a pass holder that happens to visit between May and now, and you secure your ride ticket or whatever Daniel was upset about.
Are you taking into account the phase of the moon? Because
Yeah.
it is
Indeed.
important.
Phase of the moon that make sure there's no solar flares and the northern lights aren't showing. Everything has to be the universe has to be aligned. The planets have to be aligned. But
Exactly.
no, if you don't want to go through all that strife, Big Bear Mountain will be opening May 12th, and I'm sure you'll be able to secure a ride on that pretty easily. Exciting news there.
Yes, this ride looks awesome.
And there will be as well on May 12th, before the grand opening, there will be a ERT session for Diamond Pass holders. So that's what they said in a comment responding later on in the tweet. It says, on Friday, May 12th, Diamond Pass holders will have access to register for an exclusive ride time event between 11:30 a.m. and 12:30 p.m. The ride will then open to the general public after those ERT. After that ERT commences. So,
that's the current status. This is all
Yes.
anticipated.
Yes.
It is.
It's
It
important
is
to say
also
in this day and
SeaWorld.
age.
according to
Do you
SeaWorld,
wanna-
this is. I was
do you
talking
wanna-
about Dollywood. That was a Dollywood.
Oh wait. Well,
Reference.
when did we switch? What?
When were we talking about SeaWorld?
Oh yeah, that's right. You were talking about SeaWorld.
I mentioned it because
I literally thought
We had
that's
been
what you were talking. All right, forget it. Whatever. I don't. Who knows? By that time, I mean, SeaWorld might accept Dollywood passes. No, that's not going to happen.
what? Yeah, I know. Maybe if you charge
I-
In fact, if you have a Dollywood pass, they'll probably charge you more.
yeah, exactly. And you don't get the ERT.
Yeah, you don't get admission to the park.
You don't get him. You only get parking.
Yeah, you can pay for a park ticket. They just won't let you in.
Oh man. And then lastly, something that we wanted to kind of revisit because last week it wasn't 100% set in stone. We weren't sure the full intricacy of it all. Fun Spot has confirmed that their RMC retracking, retrack 208 track using the retrack 208 track technology to renovate their Mind Blower roller coaster, which
Yes.
we talked about last week again. We saw
This-
the track out in the
and
parking lot,
it's
but-
it's still bullshit this week. Just in case anyone was curious, it is still bullshit this week. But here's the absolute most absurd thing. Well, so there's two places that have posted a press release, but I cannot find this press release anywhere. And no one that has posted it will share a source of where they actually got the press release. Orlando
Probably because it's a
Sentinel,
press release.
but FunSpot literally has a press, like they have
Yeah.
releases on their website. This was not on it. But so regardless, Orlando Sentinel is reporting based on a press release. So there's clearly a press release somewhere. So I guess with that in mind, this probably is the press release. But here's how the press release begins. Mind blower. The
Where can you
only
find the press
wooden
release?
roller coaster in Florida with a 0G barrel roll is going through some changes in part due to the relationship between FunSpot America and Rocky Mountain Construction.
Not in America. Because of the
literally
deal
what it is.
between FunSpot and the United States.
Yes.
Very like the relationship that Disney is having with the United States.
The
currently.
United States. The state of Florida specifically.
Indeed.
Yes.
Did anybody, other than the whole America thing, did anybody pick up on a key word in that phrase?
Changes.
No.
Changing places.
The only wooden roller coaster in Florida.
That's not a word. That's multiple.
Yes.
No,
What are we gonna do? Make it the only roller
wooden
coaster in
is the word.
Florida.
Wooden.
Okay.
Wooden.
Okay,
Wooden.
there we go. Let's zero in on which word you were talking about.
So they start the press release by bragging about their wooden roller coaster.
That by the
proceed
end
to
of this
explain-
press release will not be a wooden roller coaster.
Right, exactly. What the hell? This is
That's because they realize the 1-to-1 ratio hasn't been met yet.
Yes,
They
exactly.
were, they were listening and they said James gave us that vindication. We're good. We don't have to do
But the
anything other
fun part
than
about this is they're literally citing the zero-G roll on the wooden roller coaster, and according to the Orlando Sentinel, that is one of the parts that's going to get steel track. So that's kind of a bullshit record. Even if you do want to call it like, oh, this is just all bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's all gone to hell. Whatever.
Bob is clearly a dissident of this.
This is just, it's bullshit. It's absolute bullshit. There's no reason to it's just bullshit. That's all I can really say. You know what this is? It's bullshit.
No, it's wooden.
It's not gonna be wooden. It's gonna be bullshit.
Wow, that's impressive technology, honestly. If they're gonna somehow
I know.
solidify bullshit into a hard enough substance that it can run, like a train can run on its rails, like that's pretty impressive.
I know.
Honestly, we should
That's
just
gonna be some stinky track.
for real.
Be.
It's gonna smell like Pantheon.
I mean, even Hollywood's smart enough not to like tout their launched wooden roller coaster anymore. Like they knew they got it.
Well, that's
they
because
realized
it already went past the 1-to-1 ratio.
Yeah, it did. It went
Yeah,
well
but even
past.
before,
Exceeded that.
before
Well,
that,
that's
though.
because they looked on RCDB and they saw that it was not a wooden roller coaster anymore.
No, that's what I'm saying. Before that though, before they hit the 1-to-1, they actually stopped calling it the launched wooden roller coaster, like the world's only launched wooden roller coaster, because they knew, like even before it was 1-to-1 or over that 50% mark or whatever the criteria is.
No, they were just waiting to see what was going to happen with Grizzly.
Yeah. Dolly herself said, "It's a hybrid."
Yes.
Oh man. What if Dolly Parton came out and said it's still a wooden coaster? I feel like she's just a universally loved figure. Could we then put it to bed? Can we put it to bed then?
I'll at least make an exception for Lightning Rod in that case. Can we please?
Maybe.
I don't know, man. Maybe. That's
Bob's like,
a tough
do
one.
it for Dolly.
Bullshit,
Bob.
Dolly. You're bullshit, Dolly.
That's a tough
Can you do
one.
that to Dolly though? Can you do that to Dolly?
I don't know. That's why it's a tough one. I don't know. See, that's the difference. Dolly doesn't come out and say stupid bullshit like that.
He doesn't even ride any of the rides at our park, so
That's true.
at least the coasters.
She will be riding Big Bear Mountain though, to bring it back to Big Bear Mountain. She said she would ride that. She said it was small
Wow.
enough for her to get on. I'm pretty sure.
She's like my mom. Like my mom will, now is like terrified of any ride that goes above the trees, the tree line. If it's above the tree line, my mom will not ride it because she like developed a fear
She's too
of heights.
frightened. Oh man.
Yes. So maybe Dolly Parton and my mom would get along very well.
Maybe.
I mean,
All
Dolly
right.
gets along with everybody, so.
Except for you, apparently.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
She's bullshit.
How do we
She's
get
bullshit,
here?
Bob.
No, I said she
Oh,
doesn't
man.
say bullshit. That's why we trust her.
All right. Well, when we come back, we have a pretty exciting rumor to share with you guys.
Yes, I'm very happy about this.
Is that more bullshit? I don't know.
It's
I
more
don't know.
bullshit.
I
Not
don't
quite
know.
as much.
I think it's pretty.
It's a little bullshit. It's just plain old cow shit. I don't know.
It could be. But no, we have some kind of unexpected, unanticipated news to share with you all for sure. We can call it that. In the second half, we also have the weekly poll, responses from the audience there. That's all coming up right after we take this break.
Ta-da! Still bullshit.
Was the weekly poll that I made, was that fine?
Yeah.
I still like the being to SPC when
When was the last time you visited the RCSPA?
The SPCA. How did you escape?
I just want to make a note real quick. All the coasters were steel. So could have made that bet. I could have placed that bet.
Look,
Oh,
Every single one of them was steel. And he made me retract it to 90% because
wait, what are we talking about?
the poll, the results, not all of them were steel coasters, the most photogenic coasters.
Oh,
So I could have ended up making that bet. Because even Timmy was like, you might want to rephrase that bet because all of them, there's no way all of them. You might want to reword that.
All right, guys.
Yeah, it
I
was
found
not
a
all of 'em.
video.
It was all of them.
You said 90%.
No, I originally said last week, I said I should make all of them. I should make the bet all of them. And then you were like, all of them really? Like that's, and I was like 90%. And you're like, that's more fair. And I'm like, okay, I guess I was 90%. I could have gone with the,
I thought
I
there'd be
could have
one
gone with the
outlier.
all. Yeah, I know. I'm saying I could have gone with the all. That wasn't too out there actually.
There is. I put a video in the live chat. Check that out. That's what I was talking about. It's really cool.
I'm trying to find my taskbar.
Wow. Why is its default? Oh, the highest quality you can get to is 240p.
Yeah,
That's how
a
they leaked
crappy
back then.
It
It's a
is.
live leak video, so I'm terrified. Every time I see a live leak video, someone gets like beheaded or something.
Yeah, for real. You said a safe distance. That man is like up on the damn car.
Well, he's
I
in
know,
full
he's-
turnout gear though.
He's in a suit. I was gonna say.
I mean that happened to me. That scared the shit out of me.
Did you guys see the Dorney Park tweet? I don't know if we want. I realized this like at the very end then when we were talking about. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Sorry,
know.
I just saw. Did you guys see that though? They said like we'll just put a happy little like
benchmark
over
over here.
Yeah.
I did see that.
I mean, we already know it's coming though. It's not really news.
And we also have talked about that, quite extensively. That's that development. And it really didn't provide much more information.
Did you see Jerry Springer died?
Yeah, I did.
Who?
I just like
Jerry Springer.
Asked.
Oh, I knew you were gonna do that too. I was like, he's either gonna do it or he's actually being sincere.
that's kind of mean. Jerry Springer was like part of my childhood.
I saw somebody
really-
comment,
not really
you
childhood,
are,
my
you
teens."
are not alive. And I'm like, that's not even Jerry Springer. That's Murray.
The top Google result question says people also asked what happened to Jerry Springer, and then it just says highlighted has died.
Well, that's helpful.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna lie, I never really watched the Jerry Springer show.
Well, me and a friend used to watch it every week because it was so stupid. It was hilarious.
What I didn't know is that all of
why
a sudden
people
it's
also
coming out
watch
that that
it.
man was the Cincinnati mayor in the 70s.
Yeah, you didn't know that?
I did not know
No.
that either.
He was from like 1979, or it was like for like 1 year. It was before you were born. How does that relevant to you?
I just knew. I mean, I knew about it. Like,
Oh, okay.
just
From watching the show.
no, I think I read it somewhere. Like I said, like we watch Jerry Springer all the time. I was like, I don't know, like it was pretty. I mean, I knew things because, when you're a fan of a show, you learn about shit.
Why is this literally our rundown today? Literally, this tweet is our rundown. Listen to this. NBCU CEO fired. Oh, I guess this isn't really relevant. Tucker Carlson fired. Don Lemon fired. Cable news chaos. Vice news blown to bits. 538 upended. Jerry Springer dead. Disney versus DeSantis and more. This week feels like chaos. That's literally like half our news stories.
It's because it is chaos. It's like,
Yeah.
so, did you see there was another train wreck today?
And then
Was
we do
there
run-
actually?
Yes, I'm dead serious. Where I forget where it was. It was like
The
it was
Disneyland
this-
Railroad.
It was the monorail.
This is the monorail.
I was in Mississippi, wasn't it?
They didn't pass their inspection.
No,
Yeah,
it was,
no, Wisconsin.
it was in Wisconsin on the Mississippi. That's what it was.
Yeah. Oh my God. Ron DeSantis calls Disney lawsuit political. What?
That's pretty awesome.
Pot calling a kettle black. Oh my god. You have to just like laugh at the news or you just will go insane. Like seriously, everything is like
That's pretty double-edged of him to say that. I just
What does he think he is? A politician?
Uh-oh, Timmy.
Oh no, did the other dragon burn down?
No.
Disney World's announced they're closing.
Nope, even worse for Timmy.
Disneyland's announced they're closing.
Actually,
is
worse for
pregnant.
you too, James. If the article will load, I'll give you more details. Yep. Microsoft has announced the end of life of Windows 10. Oh, you got till 2025 though.
I'm Hopefully by then they'll have
Why did
Windows
I be a
12.
Mac user? By then they'll scare me off enough to be a Mac only user.
Honest to God, Windows 7 was like probably the best
good.
thing that ever happened to Mac.
Windows 7 was good.
Yeah, Windows 7 was good. Or something Windows 8?
Oh, Vista.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. Vista was after XP, right?
yes.
Yeah. Because that was the only reason why people did not switch to Mac, was because they're like, well, I know everything, but then like Vista came out and everything fucking changed, and people were like, well, if I have to learn a new platform, I'm gonna go to Mac, and that's what a lot of people did. I, however, went to Linux, and I've never looked back.
I'm sorry.
I know.
All right, are we ready to go into the
Baby. Oh, fuck.
No, why would you start that, James?
What did I do?
I can't find it. I really need to reload this so that I can actually have a real soundboard application on here. No, I can't.
No shot. Bollywood. 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 Bollywood.
Oh my god, make it stop. Make it stop.
Hello there. Hello, hello, hello there.
Bollywood.
Oh my god.
Bollywood.
Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there.
Oh my god, this has to stop.
Oh, it sounds so good.
I wish I could hear what you're saying. What sounds so good?
It's so satisfying.
It's like an orgasm in my ears.
Oh,
Oh, it's so...
this is the duck quacking an actual sound. Bollywood. 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 Bollywood.
All right.
You want to see some Bollywood? Boom, ba chop, boom, ba chop.
Oh my god. All right, we're gonna talk about this T3 bullshit.
I feel everything's always bullshit to Bob.
It
There's
is.
never been one good thing that happened in the world.
I know.
Hey
It's
guys,
just pain and misery.
just a fun fact for you that I just saw by accidentally being on a Twitter page.
Magnesium causes fire.
No, I knew that.
Dinosaur Island burnt down.
The last day of I kind of knew that too. The last day of 2023 will be 1 2 3.
Oh my god, I just saw this too.
I-
Twitter just recommends the same tweets to everybody.
it. Well, at least it's not racist because that's usually what it is.
Wait, you says 1 2 3 1 2 3?
I mean,
Because it's 12, 31, 23.
Okay. Yeah. I just didn't hear him.
you just don't listen to me.
Nah, it's just too many fart noises and
It's okay. Bob doesn't listen to James either if he's talking about Big Bear Mountain.
I know true. He thinks we're talking about an announcement last week.
I literally thought you were. Yeah, I know. I got confused. I was busy looking for magnesium videos.
Happens.
I mean, yeah, just like randomly getting stuck at the SPCA.
That's right. It just
Just
Shit
things that,
happens.
just things that happen in life. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna talk about this bullshit.
Yes.
3, 2.
A roller coaster that's been the source of
Pain
serendipitous
and misery.
Well, serendipitous
come on
means
already. Can't we even get through the first sentence?
What I was gonna say, hold on, let me get there. I wasn't gonna cause any controversy yet. Serendipitous memes and jokes that can be said for sure. It's been the source of
I'll
even
allow that.
Kentucky Kingdom and themselves have memed this ride. Our inner circle of friends, we've created kind of inside jokes about the ride. T3 at Kentucky Kingdom appears to be on the out. It seems to be closing down here, and is going to not reopen at Kentucky Kingdom. This is coming from a supposed alleged email from the Kentucky Kingdom team saying that they're retiring their ride after nearly 30 years of the ride operating, and they're excited to share news about what's to come in 2023 and beyond. So there isn't any actual evidence from the park themselves spouting this, but there does seem to be inclinations from this email, as well as it's off of the website. Kentucky Kingdom's website is no longer visible there. So that is the facts of the situation. Now we can get into the dispute of this ride and whether or not this is a good move, a bad move.
I'll tell you, the first thing I saw, I called absolute bullshit because literally it literally looked like somebody poorly typed up a fake email and screenshot it just to share. But then the second screenshot that I saw of an email looked a little more promising. And then the fact that it doesn't show up on the website.
Right. So let's be
That
pragmatic about this. It's not 100%. This is still conjecture.
not-
This is still rumor.
We have
But
not.
it's a very plausible scenario.
Yeah, it does seem potent. It does seem like it's likely to be the case.
Wow. RCDB already has it as removed.
Oh, okay. So
Right,
Dwayne
well,
clearly.
If Dwayne said it, then there's something going on. So
Dwayne
Not,
clearly
not, only,
taken.
not only is it not even operating, it's already removed according to RCDB. It's not even it's not even SPNO.
It's not even SPNO. Yeah,
I wonder if it is.
it operated. It is listed as operated from 1995 to 2022. Oh man.
I
I will
wonder if it
say-
is actually removed. I mean, we don't know. Like, they haven't opened yet, right?
I suppose. Yeah, I suppose somebody's driven by and is seen that it's not intact anymore. Possibly, yeah. I don't know. I haven't seen anybody actually go and scout out the park and confirm or deny that.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't know. Either way, it's yeah. Coaster Team actually just said in our live chat that an email went out to pass holders.
Yes, because that email that you were talking about that looked really fishy, Bob. I literally even saw the template email where it just said like "dear" and then just pass holder in all capital letters.
okay.
Like the one that looked like it was like completely just faked, and like if you just told AI to generate some sort of email about T3 closing, like I've seen a second one of those emails now. So
Huh. It was just so jarring. Like there were like two completely different fonts, and like what? I don't know. Maybe that's
sometimes
the. I don't
sometimes
know.
Gmail does that though too. Like if you
Oh,
if it goes into
like,
your like your spam email or something and it's not trying to load like certain things, like download like fonts or
Yeah,
something.
certain images and fonts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll format it really poorly sometimes.
Yeah.
Um. So let's remit from any actual um scorning of this ride right now, and let's just talk about the fact that it's closing. So it does seem like it's closing, and let's talk about like what do we think that means for Kentucky Kingdom? Like, is
I
this
think it
a
means I lost a
replacement?
horrible ride. I'm so glad that's getting removed.
you know what?
Hold up.
You can go be adopted.
Go get yourself locked into an animal shelter.
Yeah, I'm
Why
gonna
don't
lock
you?
you in an animal shelter.
What does this mean though? Like, I'm curious if this is a move from. Is this the first move from Hershin to actually implement some sort of larger scale ride, or if this is just them removing a ride that maybe they didn't find to be hitting the attendance mark? Or I'm curious. I'm really wanting to
I
know the
don't know.
insights of this.
Here's first of all, this frustrates me because legitimately I like T3, and as much as here's the one thing that I don't really get about Thuzies is like it in this case. You look at I-305 and it's like, oh, the GP hates I-305. That's why there's no lines, blah, blah, blah. It was a failure. But then at the same time, they say T3 was a failure, but yet it's always had lines. There were a lot of people that rode that and I've witnessed many people riding it over and over again. It's like one of those that's like the inverse, but the inverse doesn't matter somehow. Like it,
Well, I think
I just don't understand.
at the end of the day, we don't have the data to really support it either
we
way.
don't.
Also,
I
too,
agree.
but,
I'm
I
just
mean-
saying
at
that,
Kentucky Kingdom will have a line because their operations are so poor.
They're terrible. Yeah.
yeah, but it was.
gonna-
I mean, if you compare it to other rides, like there were more people waiting in line. Like the way most Thuzies talk is like nobody rode the ride. But well, if there's like 900 people in line, like then that's 900 people that are riding it. That's more than no one. And I mean, you could change that number to whatever. I mean, my point is, people were clearly riding it. It wasn't like it was, just not being ridden and
Clearly
being
not
dispatched
enough,
with empty seats.
or the Hershin Entertainment Company decided, despite those figures, it was not worth
Maintenance
Well,
costs
no,
are
I'm
too
not-
maintaining.
high.
I don't know.
I'm
I don't know.
just-
I know.
Whoa,
I'm not
whoa.
saying you are.
I'm
I'm
not,
not trying to
like-
say. I'm not trying to say you are. I'm just saying that. I'm just using that as a segue into the fact that
I'm
it is
just saying.
closing.
I'm just saying. Thuzies are ridiculous. The way they like try to prove their point at things. I enjoyed T3. I'm gonna miss it. I actually really did. I really enjoyed that ride. I mean, it wasn't like in my top list or anything, but I legitimately liked that ride. And I did like those trains. I don't care what people say. I liked them, and I know other people liked them.
I know
I
other
liked
people
them.
hated
I'm
him
not
too.
gonna lie. I enjoyed them because it kind of simulated the feeling of having your legs amputated. So that was nice.
Yeah. I was like, I really want to know what the Civil War veterans went through when their legs were sawed off.
Because they got a cut.
They had a bullet wound or a cut in their leg. Yeah. No.
It's hopeless.
It was a great simulation of that. I agree. No, but I'm upset because I did want to get another ride on this. It'd been quite some time since I had last
Every
ridden
time
it.
we go, the ride is always down.
Yes, it was down for quite some
Yeah,
time
they say that, but the last time, like I was there with them and I rode it, so
because it was open for 5 minutes and you waited around for it to open.
Yes.
And it opened for 5 minutes and then went
Because
back
I
down.
like- well, I got my last ride on it.
That entire day, we had walked by that ride like 18 times waiting for it to reopen. We stood in line for like 20 minutes waiting for it to reopen. It never reopened.
I think I only waited like 20 extra minutes, and
And that was the interval that it opened. And after that, you left and you'd ridden it, and we went back to it, and it was closed again.
Yeah. It probably ran
Somebody-
like that's probably one dispatch on that ride.
it's exactly. But no, yeah, it's
No, I completely like they likely had mechanical issues and it was just not practical to keep it running. I understand. I get that. It happens, and this is one of those cases where they're probably, but on the other hand, I think the thing for me is what's Hershon going to do with this park? And it's
yeah,
not,
I agree.
I said this on Reddit. It's not so much that I'm worried about Hershon mismanaging the park. I'm worried about Hershon defining the park, because Kentucky Kingdom's a tough park to define. And you've got Wild Adventures always comes up as I'm not going there. But, I've also heard it's not a bad park. There's just not much for enthusiasts to do. So when you get to Kentucky Kingdom, and Kentucky Kingdom isn't Silver Dollar City or Dollywood at all, not even close. But
I
it
don't
also
know
has rides.
That concrete asphalt. I
Right,
I love it.
But they also have rides that appeal to enthusiasts and the thrill seekers, not so much just family. So I think it's kind of a scary thing. How do you define this park, and more importantly, how is Hershon going to define this park?
Yeah, right.
And that's what concerns me. I mean, we're going to lose this coaster here, but what are we going to get instead? The equivalent of
What would
Planet
vex me
Snoopy
really?
ride, or-
What would vex me is if they try to abate. It's I feel like it's an amusement park, right? And to do some sort of radical change and try to transform it into a theme park would be, I don't think the rational path
I don't
forward.
think it would be cost effective to do it.
I don't think it would be, because I don't think that's what they need in Louisville. I don't think that's what they want in Louisville. I don't think that's what they've had in Louisville. So that's not really the expectation. So I think it's fine to maintain it as an amusement park. So I know there's a lot of enthusiasts really unreasonably hoping and praying and thinking this should be a theme park, and it just really doesn't need to be. It's not pragmatic. It's not
going to
reasonable.
be. It's not going to be
Yeah.
Dollywood.
Exactly. It never
Now
will
I
be.
could, I don't think it's far fetched. I'm not going to put money on this, but I don't think it's far fetched that maybe they'll take an area of the park and theme an area. Maybe
possible.
start with that.
Maybe start with a ride that replaces T3 even, and branch out from there.
But then at the same time, T3's location,
Yeah, it is a very odd. It's right back in the water park.
I mean, I guess that's kind of that's a lot of Kentucky Kingdom's problem is the water park is I mean, people talk about Hershey having a boxed-in water park and having struggles there, but the Kentucky Kingdom is Kentucky Kingdom
the
is
freeway
what happens
and over the
yeah, I mean, what I don't know how. I don't.
because you think I can't imagine the planners for this have to be at fault here, because who plans an amusement park? I feel like the people walking into the parks with the flip flops and the bathing suits on and the towels over the shoulders, they should be the ones that are first satisfied, right? You build the water park at the front. I feel like
yeah,
sure.
But see, the problem is, I think a lot of the problem with Kentucky Kingdom goes back to the fair board and all of the stuff that they had, all the fighting.
But I'm even talking about
Louisville
prior
and stuff.
to. I'm talking about prior to all. I'm talking about at the inception of this park, when it was
Yeah, but what I'm
built.
saying is, even at that time, it was not their land. They
right, but they still built a water park. So why plan it that way as opposed to
because they didn't have all of the land that they had. So in the land that they had at the time, that made sense. But then they were granted more land, and then that's when things started to not make so much sense. I'm not completely defending them. I think that they could have probably been a little more intelligent about thinking.
it's diametrically opposed to intelligence, but yeah.
I mean, the thing is yeah, they should have thought oh, well, maybe we might get that land, maybe we might get rights to use that land that's farther back. So you would kind of take that into consideration, and they didn't maybe. I don't know, but it's more what kind of rides is Hershon going to add? Are they going to try to make this let's make this a family park? Which isn't bad, but I don't want to see them go the other route of going let's just go family park and not add any more thrill rides. I don't know. That I think my fear is how Hershen's going to define this park.
Honestly,
And
what I think will come about from this plot of land is probably a water park expansion.
that's kind
Uh,
of what I was thinking too.
because it's
Yeah.
like we said, it's the CT3 is situated right dab in the middle of the water park. It's right next to the River Rapids ride, and I think there's like a parcel of land right next to T3 that people were speculating for some time would be like a coaster possibly, but that could be used for again expansion of the water park there. So you add some new slide complexes, you modernize the water park,
And
you
see,
add a little bit
that's
more. You could also add an entrance to the water park from the backside of the park because that's where the parking lot is, over by T3, over by where that parcel land is I'm talking about. So I really don't see that as being too far fetched
but this is what's
of a
starting.
mode of yeah. What?
This is what's kind of concerning me is that, like, there's a part of me that's like, are we gonna see this, like, water park expansion and not really think about like, oh, let's replace that roller coaster with a roller coaster. Hershen's going to invest in this park. I don't have any doubts of that, but I don't know. Like, are they going to
What
actually?
mindset are they going to invest in? Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
Like, is it going to be like, I mean, we saw Cedar Fair take that stance for a while. Like, everybody gets water park attractions and like forgot about everything else. I don't know. I think that's probably one of my bigger fears is, of them going the water park route, or, doing that more so than like thrill rides, which I think would be a shame because Kentucky Kingdom actually kind of got the attention of the enthusiasts. And I think they drove the park to an extent. It'd be a shame for like Hershen to just forget about all that momentum.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that, oh, they should just leave the families behind. Like, I don't think you have to. Like, you can, they've got a lot of options there. I mean, Kentucky Flyer is great for kids. Nothing says that they can't keep, expanding that.
I mean, and they have a good capacity of smaller flat rides already.
Right.
I think they have a great collection there. To be honest, they have the kiddie coaster there. I think what is it? The Vekoma Junior Family Coaster, right? Is
Roller
Vekoma
skater.
Roller Skater? That's a really good family coaster. So they have
It is.
they have a great collection as is. And they have a great coaster collection too. I mean, Lightning Run and Storm Chaser are two of the greatest, I think, 1-2 punches out there. So I don't know. The current MO of this park is fine. I just it is. I hope they don't transform it in a radical way in which we see the momentum, like you said, dissipate somewhat.
Yeah.
That would be upsetting. That would be upsetting for sure.
That's my main fear. It's just
But as long as Lightning Run and the Storm Chaser remain intact, I will be at that park. every few years, I'll be going to that park.
I'm just Lightning Run's the one they better not touch for me. Storm Chaser's good, but Lightning Run
It's
is
an
it.
RMC, so he doesn't like it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Forgot
That's not the
about
case.
that. Sorry.
I love Twisted Timbers.
He wishes it was Twisted Twins or whatever it's called.
It's where the CCI replaced a
Yeah.
racing coaster. Yeah.
Well, I just want to say there is one thing that I think is pretty much guaranteed to replace T3, and it's the only logical answer, and that is T4.
Yeah.
T4. That has to be the name of the new slide complex
Yes.
that they
I'm gonna
introduced.
be so sad if even if it's a slide complex. It needs to be T4, whatever gets put there.
For sure. Yeah, that'll be the name of it for sure. That has to be it for sure.
Yeah, I don't care what it is. It just has to be called T4. I'll agree with that.
Mhm,
I'll
yeah.
absolutely agree with that.
And it would be nice if it's a coaster or a ride, if they would implement those awful restraints again, so we can continue to have that simulation of
That's right.
the,
I mean,
the
amputation.
amputees. Yeah.
Yes.
Because that's necessary. You don't want to, never forgotten, right? They're gone, but never forgotten.
Right. Sure.
All right.
We'll go
Well,
with
real
that.
quick before we jump into the weekly poll, it's time to plug in our Discord link. Once again, we haven't been doing that very much lately, and I wanted to reiterate that to any of you that might not have listened into the past episodes that we mentioned it. If you would like to join our Discord server, which is the Coaster Talk Podcast Discord server, where we have talks throughout the week about really everything under the sun. But we have a specific roller coaster general podcast chat that you can go in and talk about those specific topics. We would love it if you would join us and talk to us. It's a great time there. You can visit coastertalkpodcast.com/discord325, and that link will send you direct you to the Discord server where you can therefore join the Discord channel. So we'd really the Discord server. So we really appreciate that. If you'd like to join us and talk to coasters and general and podcasts and all, like I said, all under the sun, we'd love it to hear from you guys.
The next week could be fun because we'll be constantly making fun of Timmy for the making fun of me for not being able to say it. But
the SS. Walt Disney was a big fan of the SS.
He was a huge fan supporter of the SS.
If there's two things he loved, it was the SS and cigarettes.
And
nothing I love more when I come up with a joke and then end up like destroying myself.
During it, becoming the joke. Oh, all right. Well, we're not gonna let Bob finish that because he scorned himself there. He did it.
Yeah.
I don't want to finish it anyway. I'm done.
All right. So again, Discord, coachtalkpodcast.com/discord325, and we'd really like to hear from our audience. So feel free to join. So the weekly poll was, what is the most photogenic roller coaster? I made a bet last week. I proposed that it would mostly be steel coasters. I almost said 100%, I think, but I ended up rejoindering that to 90%, and it actually ended up being 100% steel. I just want to make that. I want to make that quick claim right there before we head into it.
Speaking of bullshit.
You cannot tell the difference between wooden coasters. I remember I have a shirt on it that has a silhouette of a wooden roller coaster, and I still don't know what wooden coaster it is. I literally asked the guy who was Dan the T-shirt guy from Coasternet. I was like, "What roller coaster is this?" He's like, "I don't know. I think it's Troy, but I'm not sure." And he designed the shirt.
Yeah. So I just wanted to preface it with 100% steel coasters here. But I think we got some good responses, so let's delve on into it. So Jalen actually responded with Iron Gwazi. Jalen being, if you guys are familiar, my girlfriend. She responded Iron Gwazi. I think that's a great response. I think Iron Gwazi
the best views of Iron Gwazi are honestly on Reddit from the highway.
From like absolutely the furthest distance you can see that ride.
Only if it's crooked.
That's right. It does have to be at an angle.
Yes, it has to be at an angle.
God forbid the horizon is straight.
You need to have like an iPhone 5 and
like a 3GS or something. Yeah.
Or an iPod Touch. Like
yes. Like you need to be the person like shooting on an iPad.
Yeah, for sure.
A flip phone would be just fine as well.
Exactly.
Maybe like a PDA.
That would be fine.
Public display of affection.
Yeah. What?
Yep. This is before your time, Bob. You wouldn't get it.
No, also responded to another response we got was Velocicoaster, another great response. I think another Floridian coaster there.
Anything but the top hat.
Somebody
honestly
responded,
Steel Vengeance, the first drop.
With the logo.
With the sign, yeah. Twisted Timbers and his barrel roll drop, and I get a lot of attention too. Somebody said if you're including defunct roller coasters, I think Vortex at Kings Island was fantastic.
Oh hell yes, that was a very good coaster.
That's a good call.
Both to ride and photogenic.
Unfortunately, we're not including defunct coasters, so that's a disqualified answer.
Unfortunately, we have to cut this part out of the podcast. So
yeah, the part of the podcast will not be heard. It is being censored currently, as we speak.
Next time, operational coasters only, so no T3 either.
Yeah, next time you respond with a defunct coaster, we will lock you in an animal shelter.
There isn't come on, T3 like. Red on red, like that was just genius.
Oh yes, that was one of the greatest color schemes.
A blood from the amputees. They never had to repaint the ride because it was just like legs,
constant.
Like a graveyard
constant,
legs.
perpetual replenishing its red paint supply. That's amazing. Yes. The next response we got with, and I have to disagree on this one. I don't think it's up there, but Cheetah Hunt got a response.
Oh, what the hell, man? What do you mean you got to disagree with that?
I don't think
you can see like one part of the ride.
Yeah. I
You
was
can,
gonna-
you can see like part of it like diving underneath a walkway, and then
No,
besides
if
that,
you
it's
take,
the
like
crow's
if you
nest.
walk through the
The
nature
animal
areas
exhibits.
and stuff,
The animal
yeah,
exhibits.
yeah, there's some really good shots there.
There are good shots of it. I won't say it's not a ride that you can photograph. There are photographic spots for it to be, captured for sure. But I
think it's very photogenic.
know.
I think
it
you-
isn't bad. It isn't, but I just wouldn't put it into my top list.
No, James and I know that this ride is not photogenic because you cannot take photos of the ride running because it takes them 20 minutes to send a train. It's like the Kentucky Kingdom fallacy.
That is
Okay.
also that is part of the.
All right,
James and I
I'll-
literally,
I'll give you
James-
that one.
James had like all the time in the world to set his gimbal up, and then we were still waiting.
It
We
took
can switch-
it took us 20, 30 minutes to get captures to capture 2 trains.
Like yeah, if you like are trying to record a video and you like miss the gimbal shot, you are screwed because you have to wait forever again for anher train to send.
Yeah, that's
It's
fair.
like waiting
That's fair.
for a lunar eclipse or something. It's like it only happens once every certain amount of times. It's and when it does happen, it's like, oh my god, spring into action! You gotta go, 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 go! It's happening! It's happening! I think this is a great take here. This is one I do agree with. Fly at Phantasialand.
Yes, that's the one I was gonna say. I think that is the best answer.
I do too.
I'll
I think that's.
I'll take your word for it.
I mean, the Rockenberg surrounding
Yeah, I mean,
area
from
is-
what
is
I've
just-
seen, yes, very much so.
just unreal.
It's
It's ethereal for real.
you really are transported into a whole different world when you walk in there. It's not just the photos. It's really incredible.
It is. It's not just the ride itself. Oh
It's-
man,
it's the whole area.
you're encapsulated into, like Timmy said, in another world. It's really fantastic. I don't know if I agree with this one either, and this is not because I don't like this park. I don't like it has nothing to do with me liking this ride. It's Kumba at Busch Gardens, Tampa. Again, like you have that one element, the interlocking.
I think that's really
rolls,
just it.
and
It's
that's
just
kind of
that.
it. The interlocking rolls is really the only part of the ride where you can get a great shot of it. There's some other okay shots of the ride, but I don't think the ride in itself is intrinsically photogenic.
I don't think you're photogenic, James.
Doom. I leave the podcast. All right. Well,
Was
anytime Mike.
Is this what you're trying to do?
There you go. There you go. Yeah. Mike did a great job of specifying. I'm not sure what he's talking about here. I have a pretty good inclination, and I'm sure you guys are going to go, "Oh, come on, it's clear what he's talking about." But I don't know. It could be one or the other. He said Fury, right? I'm thinking Fury 325, but it also could be Fury at Baba Janland because that looks really photogenic as well. So I'm not 100%. Not 100%.
Come on,
sure.
James. It's so obvious. It's obviously Fury at Popajon Land.
I don't know though.
That's
Like,
the only
No,
answer.
no.
I think
that bright green light, man, coming through the window.
it's.
Oh my gosh, during relations.
You can't miss it. You can't miss it.
I spoke to the governor.
I will speak to the mayor. I will speak to the
I was-
president.
I've spoken to the Department of Agriculture.
She's
She's
coming
coming
down.
down.
She's a coming down.
That is our Coaster Radio clip of the show there.
Oh my
shout
god.
out shout out to our boy Mike.
That was seriously one of the best skits I'd ever heard on
Yes,
a
if you do not know what we're referencing, season 10 finale with live calls is the name of the episode. Around halfway through the
Yeah.
episode,
From coasterradio.com.
that is some of the best comedy I've heard in a while. Comedy,
Yeah.
EB, comedy.
Comedy EB, I'm loving it. Next coaster we got referenced was Taiga, the new coaster at Leninmaki Amusement Park in Finland. Leninmaki, I'm not sure how to pronounce that, but that does look beautiful. It's a nice vibrant blue, and then it has like the more dark blue kind of contrasting, and I think it looks really really great. I agree. And it's also it also has a really cool train and zero car, so
It does.
that helps as
Pantheon
well.
could never.
Yeah. Really. And then lastly, our last response, the original X. So
Interesting.
X at 6.
The,
I know. I don't know if I agree with that. I think the
whatever.
current X2 is definitely the superior choice, but that is a take, you know.
See
Yeah,
that
you-
one? Also disqualified.
As it doesn't operate
it-
anymore. You're right. Well, it
exactly.
doesn't operate. It does kind of. So I mean, that's kind of semantics
She
at that
said,
point. Does
yeah.
X still up? I don't know. I don't know.
We'll have to
I
go to
love, I
RCDP
love
for
how
that one.
let's just disqualify like this is like a Disney thing or DeSantis thing. Like
A Disney thing.
it's just like we're going to disqualify every monorail system, but only under these circumstances.
Only when roller coasters become political. Like, yeah.
So Mike just joined our chat and he has confirmed Fury 325 was his response.
Oh, okay. Okay. He did. That's funny. He joined right when we
I know he literally.
right when we were talking about him. That's great. Okay, so it was Fury 325. All right.
You know which
Noted.
one? You know which coaster did not get mentioned that I was thinking about?
What was that?
The Ride to Happiness.
That is a good one.
Yep.
That is a good one.
Plopsaland, or however you pronounce that. Yeah, that was
Plopsaland, yeah.
with the inversion coming straight out of the station. That's a great shot.
You know
Yeah,
what?
I agree. I think Ride to Happiness is up there for sure.
Honestly, the one coaster that's jumping out at me, and I don't know, this may have changed recently, but hopefully it hasn't.
Volcano.
I mean,
I don't think it's changed recently.
I think it's
yeah,
still
I
there.
mean,
Qualified, actually.
I'm
roller
actually going to ride it
coaster.
tomorrow.
Roller coaster at Idlewild Park is amazingly photogenic. I think just the way the trees surround it and like the track is so minimalistic. It
Trains
just
look
looks
like Mickey
so.
Mouse.
With the wings.
Yes.
Oh,
Those gotta be some of the ugliest trains I've ever seen in my entire life.
They're so ugly.
I'm not
Don't-
talking about the train. It definitely was more photogenic with the old trains. I gotta say that. Like, but I'm more so thinking of just the track itself, like going through the woods. It's
Yeah, it really reminds me of Legend and of
Voyage and
Phoenix
Raven.
and Phoenix and
Yeah.
Mystic Timbers and that's
All
where
right,
it comes
let's-
down to
no,
wooden
hold-
coasters.
Yeah, but none of those have minimalistic track. That's like the key thing that makes it look really cool, I think.
Noted.
Don't get me wrong, Legend, like especially like that back, like the tours that we got at Hollywood Nights. I mean, like Legend, Raven, Voyage, those are all extremely photogenic coasters. I think just like you can get some good shots of them going through the woods. That's just spectacular. But there's just something about the type of just the I mean, it's why there's a weight limit to ride roller coaster. It's just I don't know.
Because of how
There's just-
photogenic it is.
Yeah.
yeah.
You can't have
No,
any
the
larger
minimalistic
rides.
track. Damn it.
They said there has to be a weight limit.
That's it. Red Sour Patch is coming out. Damn it. Had it with you people.
I was gonna say one of the ones that I always had a pleasant time photographing and in video taping was Hydra the Revenge at Dorney Park. I think that's a absolutely beautiful ride. I think the green, like it's like the lighter green rails
Yeah, it's
on
good.
the it's beautiful. And then the turquoise supports, I think it's a really
It does look good.
it's a really beautiful ride. And there's so many good angles to get at that ride. Got the JoJo roll, and you can get that Cobra roll right there.
Yeah.
The lift hill is perfect, and the drop you can get that. It's really great. It's a really great ride to photograph. And then I was gonna say Phantom's Revenge, but I don't love the color scheme change now, so that's not gonna be my choice from Kennywood.
Shut
I think Steel Curtain has the potential. I haven't been there in person to see it, but
Still
it looks
is really good. You can get
it
some
looks
good
like
shots.
it's really
You can get all
photogenic.
around that ride. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Actually-
Steel Curtain, I'm kind of. I mean, I love Steel Curtain as a ride
It's a
when
Steel
it,
Curtain.
when
It's
it
a Steel Curtain,
operates.
so.
No, Phantom's Revenge. I actually, honestly, like that. The purple color has grown on me so much. I actually really
You
like
liked it at first too, though. So didn't it really grow on you? Or
the,
did
the
you just
main
always
no
like
it did no so the thing with the purple, the thing that really got me with the purple initially was like it was so much better with a night ride because the green kind of stood out more at night, but like the purple you cannot see at night at all. I really like that aspect of, but now like I just like I don't know, I think the purple just looks so much better on it. I'm honestly surprised. Like I kind of was always like I wanted it to be green, but like I gave it I liked it better just because of the Night Ride thing, but now I'm like it's really grown on me. I really like the look of it. Maybe it's just because the paint's just more vibrant. That could also be part of it as well. But I don't know. I think it is a very photogenic, especially like I had a chance to go like backstage areas, and like the pictures of like the interaction with Thunderbolt and Phantom are spectacular. Those are like really, really great pictures you can get if you're back there.
I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt and kind of put trust in Kennywood when they announced that they were going to repaint it purple. I don't know. It's not bad. I don't think it's bad in any.
Well, it
respect.
wasn't
I don't
Kennywood.
think
It
it's bad.
was people. See, this is Kennywood actually found a way to actually change something in Pittsburgh, and they let Pittsburgh decide.
Right, sure they did, but when Kennywood said they were going to go through with that, I was like, yeah, I'll give them the benefit of that. I'll be trusting. I don't know, and again, I don't think it looks bad. I don't know. It's just not my forte. I don't
Have you
prefer
seen it in person yet?
I have not. So I'm going to go this year is likely to go up there and finally get on that steel curtain. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully.
Well, maybe. Steel Curtain was closed opening day, apparently.
Shocker.
Oh boy.
That's
Maybe
fine,
I'll
I
get on
went
Steel
once
Curtain.
and I
Oh,
went
maybe I'll
down
get to
for 2
see
weeks.
Steel Curtain.
So you'll at least be able to see how photogenic it is.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll get to see that aspect of it.
And it'll be like just taking photos of Cheetah Hunt.
It's true. All right. Well, next
Wait,
week's poll.
there is one thing I wanted to mention.
Okay,
Bob,
tell me.
you were right. I was thinking about it. There is one wooden coaster photo that I do very much enjoy. And it's the photo of Blue Street completely torn down on fire.
You're an asshole, you know. You're just a plain old asshole.
He had to include that one in there.
I did.
had
I had to interject with that.
Okay, well, I actually thought of one that I actually do, Bob, and this is actually a wooden coaster, and I'm not being facetious at all here. I really like the Airtime Hills on El Toro Ryan that you can get. El Toro Ryan.
Ryan.
He has got those Airtime Hills, buddy. He like
So does Dolly Parton, if you get what I'm saying.
he's got those lumps. No, the Airtime Hills on El Toro. That you can get from I like taking it from the Sky Ride. I think you really get some really good shots there of that. I think El Toro overall looks pretty good. You can get some good shots of that ride. So that's I'll give you some leeway there. That's a good one.
That
So
is true.
I'll give you a wooden coaster there. I'll throw you a bone. It's an intimate wooden coaster too. Come on, I'm satisfying both of your fetishes here.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's very true. That is very true.
Unfortunately, it also is just not operating still. So.
It is not. So
It's got
again, very reminiscent of Cheetah Hunt.
Yes.
Do you? Oh, okay. Honestly, do you really think that the Cheetah Hunt is an intimate issue? Because
No, I don't.
No.
That is
I'm just saying
absolutely a
in
SeaWorld issue.
respect to the operations. That's what I'm more talking about. No, I don't
I've
think
never
it's
thought it was an intimate issue.
No, I definitely think it's the fact that they have a little morale at the park to really operate that ride to its maximum efficiency, which it really could be a really efficient ride, especially with the dual
Considering they have
loading.
2 stations, yeah.
The dual loading they
Yeah,
have,
seriously.
but they don't optimize that. It's like it's ridiculous. I mean, and the blocks they have so many blocks on that ride.
It
It's
is
just crazy
painful.
how much opportunity they have
They get some really good
to
throughput
have
on that
some really
ride.
good throughput on that ride. Yeah, and then they just fail at it time and again. It's truly
Miserably.
astounding. It's
They
astounding.
don't just fail; they fail miserably. It's unreal. It is absolutely unreal that coaster runs like it
Should be the most efficient ride in that park, and it's somehow the least inefficient ride.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at all of the other Intamin coasters, like of that time, like of that basic design, and they're all capacity monsters. And then you got Cheetah Hunt. It's like
It operates in the same park as Scorpion, and somehow has worse ops.
Worst ridership. I bet you Scorpion gets more riders an hour than Cheetah
Probably.
Hunt.
and that's
Yeah.
not because of people wanting to ride it more.
No.
No, not even remotely that. All right,
It is
well,
genuinely ridiculous.
it is astounding. It's baffling. Oh man. All right, well, the weekly poll for next week, and I think Timmy and I might have already kind of given our answer to this prematurely, but We'll,
I'm not gonna lie,
we'll
when I was
save it for
writing
next
this,
week.
when I was writing this out, I literally was thinking of this.
Yeah.
I was already inspired by something else. So
Yeah, I'm sure we'll talk about it next week, so we won't give it away, but we've already got to give it away. The best themed area of a park that you have visited. And obviously, you can probably look back at our responses for the poll this week and kind of deduce what it was. But we're not going to say it. We're not going to articulate what that
right,
is.
it's Steelers country. I'm sorry to break it to you guys.
Steelers country. Yes. Oh man, it's the new themed area coming to Kentucky Kingdom.
Yes,
Replacing
T4.
T3. Now, again, we're not going to articulate what that is, but just be prepared next week for some redundancy. But again,
I'm gonna
best
put
theme
my
park.
money. Wait, I'm gonna put my money on the fun spot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The new
That's-
the new
with their
concrete
new-
patch
the
out
new-
front and the new retract area. That's
Yeah,
gonna
the
be
new wooden
great.
coaster.
The new
mean,
wooden
that-
coaster.
Hey, that Mountain Dew theming on White Lightning.
Oh man, it's beautiful.
Mm. What about the Rockstar Energy theming on the spinning wild mouse?
That's true. Yeah.
I don't even remember it. It was so memorable. There's some effective advertising for you.
Yeah, there you go.
Really?
I'm sure you just wanted the Rockstar after you rode that
Yeah,
ride.
Bob has not stopped drinking Rockstar since seeing that.
Since riding
promo.
that spinning wild mouse.
Yes, since seeing that promo on there. All right, so to answer the poll for what you think the best themed area of a park is, go to coastertalkpodcast.com/poll. You can also follow us on our social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Coaster Talk Pod, or Mastodon at Coaster Talk Pod at universidon.com. And you can also, at our social medias, find other content that we're going to pump out during the week that you might not catch on the podcast. So that's a great place to find us during the week. YouTube, you can subscribe to our channel, Coaster Talk Podcast. That's where we do our live streams, and we I'd say semi-annually do a video outside of the streams.
We're now over a year.
Okay, maybe not.
So
Maybe biannually is a better way. Maybe we'll go to biannually now.
Yeah.
And so that's where you can subscribe to the channel there. CoasterTalkPodcast.com/contact is how you can contact us with any comments, questions, concerns. If you want to leave an audio file with the show. Also, you can email us feedback@CoasterTalkPodcast.com if that's your preferred method of contact. And then lastly, if you would like to peruse our merchandise, CoasterTalkPodcast.com/shop is where you can commence perusing. With that being said, thank you guys all so much for listening to this week's episode of Coaster Talk Podcast. And we will see you guys all on the next week's show. Bye, everyone.
see ya.
Bye, guys. We should
Done.
start saying the 300th episode is coming up. If you guys have any,
That's great.
Well, I was actually thinking about that. Like, if we have at the end of an episode, if we have a favorite thing, we should probably keep a note somewhere.
yeah, we should start a
Are we going
thread
to
or
do that
something.
again? Is that something that we want to do again?
I don't know, just in case though.
Maybe we should just do every 100 episodes. We just look back on our last 100.
Or I kind of like the idea of each 100 is something different. Like we did the special with the 100 where we had all these guests on. 200 we do look back, and then 300 we do something maybe that way it's not redundant. And it's oh,
We do
they're
a
just doing
listener
these
meetup.
things. We do a listener meetup, yeah. I mean, maybe that's 300 episodes, 100 episodes off. That's what? That's going to be 2 years from now, probably. A year and a
Wow.
half, 2
So
years.
instead of 3, maybe 5 people show up.
No, I think
maybe-
we could get to 6.
Yeah, maybe we can double that figure.
Three of them will be us, though.
And then Thuzy Mob, Coaster Team, and Daniel.
Yes.
Wait, Mike,
Maybe
Mike might
Jalen
show
actually,
up.
so 7.
Oh,
Mike.
okay. Oh, wait, we're getting there. We might reach a dozen. Holy
I know,
shit!
I know.
Jesus.
Jesus.
We
If we keep up with this,
might be able to do an informal takeover of a ride.
if we keep this, maybe we'll start to get some ERD. Come on.
Yeah, right. All right, guys. Well, I need to go, unfortunately.
Of course you do.
So I got to go to the SPCA.
That's right.
See, I chose to hold that off until after the show, Timmy. That's how
Until
you're supposed
after
to
they
do
close.
it. Exactly. No, I already started the adoption process. So they're just holding it there for me.
Okay.
I think my
He
mom's
shops-
locked in
he
there.
shops
My mom's
by
locked.
phone.
My mom's locked in the room there as collateral for right now. So I gotta go get her out. But oh man.
All right, guys. We'll see you on next week's stream. Thanks for
Yeah.
tuning in.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in, as always, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Yes. Probably. Big problem.